What's up, everybody? What's up, man? Welcome you rocking with Page T Clean, right? So, you know, I was just wondering. This is just something I'm wondering about. What can get you far in life? A job or the trap? What can get you far in life? I mean, to each his own, man. Everything ain't for everybody. But I want y'all to remember, whatever you do and how you do it, put some up, put some back. I mean, take care of like Social Security, baby. I don't like it because some people trap and some people work. Some people work and trap. Some people do both. I mean, half of America is built off trapping, especially Florida. You know what I'm saying? That's built off, Florida, parts of Florida are built off, man, drugs from the 70s and 60s, But what can get you far in life? Somebody let me know. Is it the job or the trap? I mean, I'm just here to tell you what works for me. Everything that works for me might not work for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. What's up? Welcome to the Page T Clean Show. This show is brought to you by Rich Lane Mafia Music, MXD Contour. Also, Sound Bangers ENT of Quantum Sounds. This little beat. And let's give a shout out to my dog, my girl, myself. That's fucking me. But hey, y'all. Why don't y'all mind the vibe with me, man? You know what I'm saying? We just trying to see what they do. You know? I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link. If anybody wanna come up and tell me what works for you, what will get you far in life, will it be the job or the trap? Because I mean, the trap is what it is. I mean, it's a trap. It's soon to end, it's soon to, what could get you in life? Just give me some. Let me work with some, you know? Go. Yes, 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 and we're back. What can get you far in life? Is it a job or the trap? I really want to know because, hey, like I said, man, you can't knock the next person for what they do. If they work, they got a job, they done said in the midst, man, don't knock them for that. You know what I'm saying? And I want those that got a job, man, not knock the trap either, man. I know it's a trap. That's just what it is. It's a trap. It's to trap you. It's to keep you there. The bigger your money get, man, it's very addictive. You don't want to leave the trap and go work a 9 to 5, man. You just can't see it, man. But by the time you get to working that 9 to 5, man, you done made that money in an hour. You know what I'm saying? You make people salary. If you're a good trapper, you can make a salary within a week. Why would you go get a job? And then for the job working American, why would they be in the trap? Why? Why? These folk got savings, checking account, credit card, good credit, got something working to have a better longevity of life. But when you are in the trap, I think that it could be a short term commitment at all costs because you're facing losses, you're facing competition. I mean, competitiveness is in the workplace itself. But when you out here in these streets, you have more of you being a target than anything else. You know? Yeah. So what's up with everybody, man? I'm glad you're rocking with me, man. It's Pagey Clean, man. I'm in here. I'm just chilling and thinking to me. Yeah, so what's better, man? Some people, man, work so hard, they get tired of their job and they go to the trap life. Yeah, they go straight to the trap, man. That shit ain't working out for me, man. Why not, man? Man, supervisor on my ass and shit. Some people just don't like working for other people. You know, this is just like working for themselves. It's all type of excuses and ideals or whatever. But I mean, you working for yourself, it's just like a job. I mean, you got your business, right? Come on. Shit. I mean, you got your own. It's like a hustle and a job at one time, ain't it? You paying taxes. I mean, somebody, what if your hustle got you your own job? What if your hustle got you your own? You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean by it, man. We made all this money about this barbershop, something like that. For real. So don't knock the other one, y'all. Don't knock the other one for the other one. Oh, they gonna go to jail. He chapping. That chap life ain't gonna last. I know, I know it ain't gonna last. I know. I ain't never seen nobody retire off cocaine either. I ain't never mind something. And then go pull for Social Security that the trapped and dried up. But I have seen somebody retire from a job. I have seen pull 401ks from a job. I don't think the trap life have 401k. I don't think. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. It's everything new to me today. You know what I mean? We, I mean, money, right? I mean, your conversation can be your workflow. Your conversation can be your child. I don't know, because a lot of people just can talk about a lot of shit. You know, like, man, your mouthpiece worth $1 million. That's how they talk down here in Memphis, y'all. Your mouthpiece this, your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's how they talk in Memphis. So my advice to you, man, do what fits you, man. You know what I'm saying? Do what fits you. I ain't telling you how to run your life. I'm just telling you how to just think about it. I'm just giving you a choice to think about it. I ain't telling you how to run it. I'm just giving you a choice of how to think about it, man. That's up to you. So what you gonna do? You gonna work or you gonna trap? Either way, you gotta eat. Either way, you gotta eat. I don't trap. I rob. That's just enough for trapping, you know? I mean, it ain't no life in it either. Ain't no future in robbing nobody. They gonna come right back on you. Karma, motherfucker. Karma is a motherfucker, man, for real. I mean, you trap life all this, man. This Memphis, so they gonna have a third option. I don't trap, I rob. I don't rob, I kill. You know, same person who gonna kill you, ain't? I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Which one is best? Is it better to have a job or is it better to trap? Which one is best for you? Tell me, because I done seen some people go in the trap, be in the trap, man. I'm talking about stack their bread, buy a record company, invest in themselves, buy a barber shop, bought a beauty shop. You know how it go. Y'all already know how this go. And I done seen people that work all their life, living good. Living good. I'm talking about living good. For real, living good. But they got some, they see you can't get the homeowner association with that trap money, baby. You gotta have a paper trail. You got to have some type of credit established enough for you to go further with that. You know what I mean? Then half of the time the bank wanna know where the money coming from, right? Unless you got some old crooked banks. Because banks hungry out here today. So you know how that go. So anyway, man, we got Trav Judah coming up. What's up, Trav Judah? How you doing?
All right, let me try to fix this mic real quick.
Am I coming in and out? Is my audio
Nah,
good?
you good, bro. Yeah, you good. That was me. What's going on
For
with you?
sure, for sure. Man, you know what I'm saying? Just giving a
Can you
little
hear me?
bug for my listeners.
Right, right. I got you.
Yeah. Is it better? Is it better to have what could get you far in life? A job or the trap?
You said what can get you far in life?
Yeah. A job or the trap?
Uh, a, a a job for sure. I mean,
A
that always
job.
been my motto. Yeah, definitely. Even if you trap, you still need a job.
Okay.
You
Yes,
get
sir.
jammed up. You get jammed up. You don't have nothing to prove your income. You know, you try to buy a house, you can't prove your income. You know,
Ooh,
you trying to buy a car or you bought a car, you can't prove your income. You know, it always want to get back to it. You need some source of business to prove your income, and that ain't always working for somebody. You know, it could be working for yourself, but you got to prove the, people. I'm gonna say the smarter ones, the mafia and shit.
uh-huh.
They transfer they trapping into pretty much legal business.
Okay. Okay. Legal biz. That's what I'm talking about in Miami.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying that's how Miami was built, really.
Yeah.
Out trapping. Hey, out trapping going into legalness, going into real estate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree.
Sandwich shops and all that. You know what I'm talking about. You know how it
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
most of these barber shops got up like that. You think about it.
Hey, yeah, my
Yeah.
barber right now. Yeah.
You get your barber right now.
No, I ain't with him now, but yeah, that's him all the way. You know, and he's smooth, but at the same time, you, too many people know your operation where it's only a matter of time before somebody gonna hate on you or somebody gonna hate on you. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's only
Mm-hmm.
you done got into it with too many people where over the business thing, and then they
Okay.
know you know people hate. People just hate out here. When people see you getting money, motherfuckers gonna tell. People are just calling laws on you just cause they don't like you
Yeah.
getting too much money for them to see. So they finna just call them people anonymous and drop a tip. No money needed. You know what I'm saying? Just to see your
No
downfall.
money needed to
I'm,
do the
I'm telling
job for them.
you. Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, that's why, man. I'm trying to do it the legal way. I ain't
Mhm.
anything that don't put me behind the bar. I ain't trying. I done made it this far without touching them. I ain't trying to touch them right now
Mm, mm,
because for real, everything that I got too many plans to get legal money. You know what I'm saying? Too
uh-huh.
many plans that I can't put it together by myself fully right now. It ain't enough time in the day, and then
Okay.
working full time. Where it's just too many, and it's a lot of street cats like that.
Okay.
They smart as shit, but they just caught up in the trapping. You know what I'm saying? Money so good and just caught up in it, but they way smarter than shit. They damn near could run a business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. What's up with it? What's up with it, man? What you doing, man? What's up?
I'm trying to see why I hear the background. Oh, there you go. All right, what's up, y'all?
Man, ain't nothing, man. We
What's
talking
going on?
about um Trap Judah was just explaining how that sometimes somebody can drop the dime on you, man. Drop a whole quarter, drop a nickel on you when you're trapping, you know? He gone. He done left. He
Right,
done left.
right,
His whole phone cut off. Yeah.
right.
But yeah, man, they will drop a dime on your head by hating on your trash. For
Yeah,
real.
for real, for real.
For
And that's
real. Have you
I
seen it?
I didn't seen it over time. I didn't seen it clearly where uh, it just ain't no the money is good on a short run. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
everybody like my OGs who I grew up around, that niggas that was riding Lamborghinis in the hood, Lamborghinis, new Benzes. Most of them did time out right now, out on the streets right now. And guess what they doing?
The same thing?
Driving a forklift, making $15 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like you ask them, was it worth it? They're gonna be like, hell no, it wasn't worth that 10 that they did. You know what I'm saying? Made big money, but got out to nothing. You know, baby mama spent all the money while you was locked up, and you out working a punk ass job right now. You know what I'm
Well, I think it's what you do with the money. Because like I said,
saying?
you could take the trap and you could flip it for your success. Just like I
Yeah,
said, cities was built off the trap. Artists was
yeah,
built off the trap. Record companies was built off the trap. Trap. Hell, real estate was built off the trap. It's all about what
yeah.
you're gonna do. Are you gonna make your money? Or are you gonna let your money take care of you?
That's why.
That
That's why they.
is.
That's why they hated Young Dolph, because Young Dolph was going around and he wasn't just using the businesses as mundane laundering. He was getting percentages out of those businesses. So whenever the business did good, he didn't have to do nothing. He was just collecting on the back end.
Mm-hmm. What you think about that, tribe?
I think that most people most people can't, because you need a plan for one. If to convert
Okay.
it into a legal operation comes the plan. So if you
Yeah.
don't have a plan to, okay, I'm gonna do it for this amount of time, and then I'm gonna throw this money into that, and I'm done. It's hard to do that when you're making a nice amount of money doing this. It's like, fuck, let me go on ball till I fall. You know what I'm saying? Money coming,
Right.
money.
Right. Right.
It's
Right.
hard to stop doing that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To just put it down, and then it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's so addictive. I mean, you're making all that money. And please, I mean, most people that are in the trap are trying to get to this money or this bag, this goddamn imaginary bag. What kind of bag
Memphis.
is it? What is the
Memphis.
bag? Your bag might not be my bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Memphis.
right.
What's up?
Now you know I love Jesus.
Yeah.
And I know you know that GD word makes my ears hurt. It's tomorrow I go to see tomorrow I'm going. And we real close to you hear me?
Oh, okay. 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 I
Hey,
see.
say damn Joshua. How about that? Damn me. Am
Hey,
I
so
lying? Am I
which
lying?
one would you rather have?
What?
The trap or a job?
I'd
Which
rather
one works for you?
I'd rather have the trap, because the trap is a job, and it's a hustle, and it's a community, and it's a way of life, and it's a culture, and it's a, you hear me? It's all
But
in
it's a
one.
trap. Listen to the name, though. Trap. What do
That's
trap mean?
because we that's because we're putting the negative, we're putting how do I say this articulately? We're putting the negative acronym to a acronym. I mean, to a word.
Right,
You hear what I'm saying?
right, right,
So if we're optimistic about it, then no matter what the so-called white man says to us, then we can always have a good outlook. So for instance, instead of just calling us nigger, we were just like, you know what, we'll just make it cool, nigga. So we'll just call each other niggas. And then now they don't want us to even say that, because that means that we will be remembering where that word came from, and they want to erase that from our history as well.
right,
So
right.
I'm
I
not
agree.
saying for us to use that word, but in other words, I kind of, Cat Williams said it best. He said, I love niggas, because if you realize what a nigga is, it's a person that's able to come out of his circumstances no matter what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
that's
somebody
what we
coming up from
saying.
the dirt.
That's like the urban name. I mean, pretty much the urban definition. That's all. Nigger just mean black. Nigger mean black. We've been trained to think that that's the way that they used it on us,
Right.
and we
Okay.
switched it to, okay, it's derogatory towards
Yes,
us.
Yeah.
sir.
But nigger just mean black. I mean, that's why if you look in the Bible, in Acts chapter 13, the
Yeah.
disciples was called niggers. It's in the
Yep.
Bible, Acts chapter
Well, it's called
13.
Niger. It's called pronounced
Not, no,
Niger,
no,
but
hold
yeah.
on, hold on. No, spell Niger. Niger. You know,
No, yes, sir.
the if you look up that's Latin for work. That's where they got nigga from. It's a Latin. That's a Latin word, but
Yes, sir.
it means they have the same definition. Both of them mean black. If you
Right.
look
Both
up
of
what
them.
Niger mean in the Bible, if you look in the Bible dictionary, Niger means black.
That's right.
It's
Yeah,
the
I believe
same
that is
definition,
absolutely right. That's
but it's
absolutely
two.
right.
It's still, the only thing is missing the G because it's Latin, but it means the same thing.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree.
And why you and they wasn't call we wasn't calling ourselves that word, but guess what? Other
What?
people were calling us that word because that all it only means dark skin.
Now, and can I piggyback on what you just said real quick?
Yeah,
Also, I think it also stems. Well, also, I believe it stems from a lack of education because if we're not educated on what that word is, then we'll go around saying a word that has no meaning to us because it's being how do I say this? A word, a phrase, a meaning is a word where words have meaning. So a meaning was placed on us that we accepted, well, force fed to us, really. Even though it
right.
was a word that really just meant a color, we took that word and made it a social status.
Yeah, right. I agree.
So
I agree.
for instance, if when I was in high school, when I said that was gay, it wasn't meaning gay like sex homosexuality. It meant not cool. Now in 2022, you can get fired for saying that.
Right. Yeah, I agree. What about the
So,
word crack? The word cracker. You know
well,
what I'm saying?
how much meaning to it? Black people don't think that's a cool enough word. So cracker doesn't. We don't even say it because it's not even. We're like, what? That doesn't even sound cool. You can keep it.
I mean, nah. You still? I know. Hey, Paige. Do
What's
do
up?
you still hear black people calling white people crackers? Crackers?
Yeah, when they mad at them.
When they real mad, they got
Exactly.
nothing else to say.
Yeah, when they
Well,
mad.
exactly.
Everything
Hey,
just
I'm
Exactly.
when they
like,
mad.
hey,
But
you're smart. You're a smart man. You funny.
but you know, cracker comes from the slave master cracking the whip. You know, the whip sound, and that we was calling them. You know, I go to cracker.
Yeah.
So you know, it
Oh,
really don't.
you just taught me something. Is that really what it means? Like,
Yeah,
because
cracker. They was cracking the whip. Like if you hear
so
the
they're
whip,
the crackers go, the people who are cracking the whips, not the crackers like
exactly.
the saltine cracker.
Man,
Yeah.
that's
You
tough.
ignorant motherfucker.
Right.
Damn. Wow. That's good. You got me on the. Thank you, sir. Salute. That way got me with that.
Yeah.
That's where the crackers come. I'm
You
gonna
ain't
use
know
that in
that.
church tomorrow. They
You
might
didn't
not
know
like
that.
that.
You ain't know that.
No, no, ma'am. I sure didn't. You know what I mean? It's time to get our herbal essence. I didn't cut my hair, but they didn't mess me up. But it's all good.
What they mess you up at?
Right there. Look.
Dang.
See how
Ain't
they?
that
You see?
messed up.
He
Ain't
cut.
that
He cut.
messed up.
He cut my part where I've been growing so hard, and he wasn't paying attention and overdid this part right here. So it's only a little bit that he overdid, but I was like, you know what? It's all good. I'll just let it grow out and just rock it anyway because I'm cool enough to rock a fucked up haircut. Anyway,
You be alright.
I hope so because these niggas be clowning me, man.
Hey, I'm gonna hit mute for a minute. I'm still with y'all.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. My bad, G. All right, all right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad you were on. I was wondering when you were gonna come on live because I was like, oh, I finally got mobile live on my YouTube. I'm so happy.
For real?
Yeah, because I remember I started a new channel, so
Yeah.
I got the channel up to 80 subscribers so far.
Uh-huh.
And so that's cool. So now I can do all the stuff. My algorithm's doing well. Everything's doing well. So now
Yeah.
I'm just starting to interview people and stuff like that. So I thought I'd start coming back on shows and getting my vibe back on like talking with people and stuff like that. Coming up with interesting topics.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I just
Hey,
want to team
tell
up
us
with
the
more people.
downfall. Tell us the downfalls of working a job. The
The
pros and cons.
downfalls of working a job.
Yeah.
I would say the downfalls of working a job is your downtime. So the time that you spend getting to the job, one, your work,
I
if
want
you
to
need a
answer that
job,
too.
you need to get paid when? Right now. You're not looking to get paid 2 weeks from now and even 3 weeks from now. And then even when you get paid, you got to get a check and then they got the check hold on for 3 days. So it's like, how like, so if I come up with a business, so you're to mean to tell me this is why I feel bad being a business owner. You mean to tell me I can go and promise people a amount of money and really not have the money, you know? And but I'm using them to do my work, and because I'm so good at what I'm doing, I'm gonna get the money with no money because they're doing what I'm telling them to do, and then save that money to pay them in the middle at the end of what they're doing.
Mm,
Because they're not getting paid for 2 weeks. So I can hire 40 people to do a job where I really get paid $100,000, but I'm only paying them $15 an hour.
that's crazy.
That's what the white men do. I'm trying to tell you.
So what's the pros of having a job?
Well, see, the pros of having a
You
see
want me to
having a
answer that?
job, I feel like
Yeah.
having a job, I feel like having a job is because you're trying to feel something in your life. When you become a producer, I don't believe that it will be a job. You will be producing, so that means you are creating jobs. But if you have a job, that means you're a consumer. That means I feel like you're somewhat in a rat race, and I don't want to say it disrespectfully like that, but I feel like there's a race, and everyone has to play the game. If you know what I mean, you got to play the game both ways. You know.
That's right.
Okay.
A job have pros and cons.
Okay,
The
what are the
the
pros? I want you to start off with the pros first.
the pros, you have most jobs, you working for your benefits, your insurance, your
Yeah.
health care. Some people have get life insurance. Some people have pensions. Some people have 401k to the IRA. Even
He,
though these are
he,
things you could get on your own, um, a lot of people don't get it. Like in my industry, trucking, it's a lot of truck. I know a truck driver just died. He owned 3 trucks. He didn't have life insurance. You know what I'm saying? What his wife was asking for GoFundMe. I mean, the donations to help bury him. Well, I'm like, damn, no life insurance. The simplest thing because he was working for himself and he was a little overweight too, so he had to get his weight down to a certain level to be able to qualify for whoever they wanted to go through. So basically, it was a money thing. If he would have got it right then and there, they probably was gonna tax him, so much more a month since he was overweight. So you got those the pros to having a job. The cons to having a job is
shit, how big
you're
was his ass? Damn.
he was 425, but he got his weight down to like 340. They wanted him to be under 300 pounds. Whoever he was
How he
going,
die?
he had what do you call it? He had a condition. What do you call that? Not diabetes, but where you use the insulin and shit. What is that? Um,
High
Diabetes.
blood sugar. High blood sugar.
no, but you call it something else. It
And it's
wasn't
not
diabetes.
You say it's not diabetes, right?
It
But you
wasn't
said
diabetes.
insulin.
Yeah, because he couldn't get his medical card no more, so he wasn't driving. He had other people driving his truck.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
but he had a condition with I know he was taking insulin. So I forgot what it's called, and he died from it. And he was a young guy, only
Mm, yes,
31 years
sir.
old. He was only 31.
That's
Yeah,
fucked
he was
up.
only 31. But so the pros and cons to it, the pros to having a job is the benefits and everything else that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? The cons is you're working for wages. So no matter what you making, it's going to never be enough for real. You could be making $150,000 a year. Your lifestyle is going to change. Your bills are going to go up. You're going to get a house, a car. Uh, now if you still staying in the hood in the projects, yeah, you'll be hood rich. You know what I'm saying? But making a certain amount of money, your lifestyle go up. You know what I'm saying? So the cons is you're working wages, and you can add up your money for the year. In a business, your money could be unlimited. It's all on you.
Right. But that comes with budgeting as well, because you're gonna have to split that up between operational expenses, because it may go to you, but if you do it right and you get a team. See, my thing is that I
So
would
you
like
saying
to
you
have a
gotta you
team.
gotta you gotta subtract expenses when you're working, like the
Yeah,
gas,
yeah,
but you gotta subtract the expenses when you trapping too, like your scale,
right.
your sack,
Yep,
your
yep, yep. It's the
your
same thing.
switches to get it.
Your re up.
You know what I'm saying? You're sacrificing either both
Hey,
ways. So which
he
one
said
is
the
it? Is it
re-up.
better to
But
have
that
the job,
but that's a
or is it
business.
better to
That's a
trap?
business though.
It's a
That's a
business.
bit. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
agree.
still, you could your operation determine you, because you could expand that operation. You could say, well, I'm gonna open up one over here, and I'm gonna have Tribe Judah run it over here, and you know what I'm saying? Like you could expand,
Now,
so you
now,
can
now, can I
make
try
more
Judah?
money.
Now,
Yeah.
how would you suggest another person who does have something like that to talk to someone like a Tribe Judah and say, hey, you know what, I have this thing going over here in California, I got this going on Rhode Island, wherever you're at, I'm trying to have it popping on over there too. What do you think? And especially if it's
Well,
for a community uprising. It's not like selling t-shirts is cool too, but that's not the point of the program. You see what I'm saying? It's how you
right,
build
right.
the community. It's the community building.
Well, let's say what do you do if you're trying to get a loan from the bank, a business loan from a bank? You got to have a what do they call that, proposal? You got to have your operation written up, professional, for them to give you a loan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
so
I
you're
want to see
saying
the
to
fact.
me I need to give you not you personally, but and hypothetically, I would give someone a proposal on what I'm trying to do first before.
Right, right. You got to show. You
Oh,
got to show, because I didn't hear a truck. My cousin bought a truck and wanted me to run it. I'm like,
oh,
fuck, no, I ain't finna run it. Like, you got to break down. I want to see numbers. What is going.
so I can have the best
You
idea
got
in the
to.
world, but if I don't tell them how it works, it doesn't mean shit.
Right, right. You got to break down the numbers, the operation. For them to to get certain people on board. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
that's how
sir.
I go. If you was trying to get a loan, that's what they want to see. And if they don't see that, they certain you will get denied. Some people got to pay big money to write up a proposal. Like some
Okay,
people will have to
all right.
pay.
Tribe Judah, what do you think about public image into society? Do you think it's necessary to have a good public image, or do you think it doesn't matter as much anymore?
You say public image,
Yeah.
like as far as in to what in what
As
what
far
what's
as when
like.
you're as far as being an entrepreneur or someone who is a public figure, do you believe
Yeah.
that do you believe that all publicity is good publicity, or there's a such thing as bad publicity and negative publicity?
Um, I do think it is. Yeah, yeah. It's a such thing as bad publicity in certain fields. Like, what field are you in? If you have a restaurant and you get bad publicity because you have roaches up in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, people gonna be like, shit, I'm not trying to go over there and eat. You know what I'm saying? So yes, there's levels to that. Now if you're an artist, a singer or something, and people saying that you trash, and somebody
Oh.
somebody might be, well, fine, let me check them out, see how trashy they are. So yeah, that's you could have that wouldn't matter. You could have bad
So
publicity, and
how could we double dip with that? You know what I mean? How can we play both fences? That's what I like to do. I want to play both sides. I don't want to be. I don't want to be the negative content to make good content, but I want to be good content to say to other people where they say, "Oh wow, that was good content. Go check it out." You know, I want the same effect,
Right, right.
but I don't
Uh,
want the negative content though.
you saying as far as in social media, YouTube?
No, as far as my platform, because my platform, I'm trying to produce like mentoring, positive vibes, this, that, and the other. But it seems like I
Right.
get more publicity when I do things that are not socially consciously things.
But that's how it's gonna be, man. That's how like most of the people's views come from bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
and I
be
don't want
honest.
to say it like
Versus
that, but it is.
versus you will have somebody spitting some good information, conscious information, like good information that could uplift our people, that could, you know what I'm saying? Like great information, but it wouldn't get no views. It wouldn't hardly get no views. Because I mean, right now, you know, that's just the way it is. The Bible said
This is
fools
because
hate
it's
the Bible
the
said fools hate knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So
oh yeah, that's true. I believe that things like this is like grown folks talk. Like, see, right now, it's for me right now, it's 9:30 p.m. The fucking kids should be in the bed anyway. This is not
right,
late night hour. You know what I
right.
mean? Why is the kids
Mm-hmm.
up? Why have you not trained your kids not to be on social media at this time of the hour? Anyway, they could be looking at pornos, looking at fights, desensitizing to all these kitlins, all this other stuff. You know, you gotta put the how do I say this?
Kind of
A
a
virtual a
stop
virtual stronghold on your children.
but we going into a virtual world though. I mean, the kids have tablets at school and shit. You know what I'm saying? They doing
Yeah, you're
tablets
right.
at school.
Damn.
They you know we just I mean it's
That's
we going
horrible. What you just
it,
said. It's like you as a
we
dad, right? Let's say you as a dad, you're trying to
mm,
promote like being, outdoors and stuff like that, not being hooked on your phone because it's very addicting. But as soon as you
right
get away and you go to work, be a father, the child's at school for 8 hours and the teachers give them
exactly
exactly what you're trying to take away from them.
exactly. Exactly. I mean, right now, kids take their phones to school. I grew up in a time that you couldn't even have. The fucking teachers
What?
used to take my pager. You know what I'm saying? They see my page on my hip. Oh, give me that. You know,
Principal's
they snatch it
office.
off of me.
Principal's
Yeah, yeah.
office.
And so it's, you know, that's just the times that we living in. You know, we used to get our baseball caps cooking at school. But now all of this shit, like they could
Hey,
use their
hey,
cell
hey!
phones at school.
You remember doing the Pledge of Allegiance in school? Like, I
Oh
pledge
man,
allegiance to the
all this,
flag.
hell yeah, hell yeah, yep. And
But
that's
but the school gets sued to hell if they do that shit right now.
right, right, right. So I
They're
mean,
like,
we
you know
just
what?
living in
We brainwashed this about 5 generations. We good. We go ahead and try to reverse this shit now.
right. I mean, I grew up shit. I used to get whoopings in the coat, but if I was acting up in class, my teacher go on at the phone that was in the class, call my mother. My mother come up there, take me in the coat room and beat my ass. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And
See,
in the
you
coat
you
room.
you and I, we come from an era. Me, you, and Memphis come from an era of extra underwear. And I don't know if anyone can catch me what I'm saying, but when you knew you was gonna get a whooping, you had enough time when your parents was like, your mom or someone was like driving up in the driveway, wherever you seen her go, run upstairs and go
Right,
put on some extra drawers real quick. But it didn't matter because
right.
she made you take off all your clothes and still give
Yeah,
you a
exactly. Man,
whooping.
yeah, it's a different time right now. But Paige,
Right
what
now,
you
you
got to
go to
say,
jail
Paige?
for doing something like that, like making your kid take a bath and then putting baby oil on it. And
Hey,
the
for
kid
real.
knows they've been suspended, but for some reason they've been suspended. But it seems like mom's not tripping, and then she makes you the bad,
Right.
bad, bad, and then all of a sudden
Oh,
you get
shit.
your ass beat.
Nah, I knew my old baby was tripping. Ain't no forgetting, ain't none of that. Like, ain't none of that. You ain't sliding with certain shit like that. Uh, you know. And their favorite phrase afterwards was, "I did it because I love you." You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that
Like,
I mean, is it cold or not? Because is that psychological?
yeah,
All right, let's keep it real. Can we talk on that real quick? That's very important topic, sir. Now
I'm cool.
that
Yeah,
is something. This is something that I could get in trouble for, but I'm gonna go ahead and be very careful with what I'm saying. But that I don't agree with. Is because I believe, or I'm finding out that is a systemic psychological warfare where we confuse violence with love. So then when the child
right.
grows up, they say, this is how I either am receiving love through violence, when someone's yelling at
Yeah,
me or mistreating me, or that I give this and then I'm giving them love by either yelling at them and mistreating them. And it doesn't have to be hitting them. You don't have to physically hit someone to abuse them.
I
I
agree.
abuse people all the time with my words, and I'm getting very, very good, or I'm getting very better at not doing that, being very aware of what I say to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that definitely. That's that's definitely. I think you know they. I mean, I'm a person that I'm for. It's a difference between uh whoopings and beatings. You know what I'm saying? Like I call beatings like stingy card, bird bird naked. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't need all that, but at the same time, single mother raising 3 kids. Well, 4 kids. The other last one was a oop, but that was just the times. But right now, you can't you pretty much you can't discipline your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of kids, I mean, in my eyes, need discipline.
Right, right. And it's discipline. I wouldn't say is a bad thing. They mix discipline, which is a form of repetition, versus discipline, which is a form of negative reinforcement. So when you use
Yeah,
negative reinforcement, it's causing the child to produce that negative act and be immune to the abuse that is performed. They'll just try to correct it when you're there. When you walk away, they do what they want. Now, when you do the positive reinforcement, that will get the child to. It's kind of like giving a dog a treat every time they do something right. That's positive reinforcement. Now, I'd hate to say
right,
that and use that as an example. However, this is how we use in our society. This is how we're governed, and we even have a governing law called the DSM-5, which is a book that has been used by other psychologists and other professors who study where they have to study animals on these techniques before they can use them on human beings.
yeah.
So
Okay,
that's why this is such a taboo subject, because it's something that deals with the psychological and subconscious versus something that you can consciously be aware of.
right, right. But I think, but yeah, and I agree with that. This how they mix it up. Discipline is something of repetition, and I agree with that. I agree with that. And you know, it came along. It got added to as far as um um they went overboard. I'm gonna say parents went overboard with beatings, of course, but um they do it in wildlife too. Animals, discipline they cubs and seeds. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would say, again, we're confusing the two, because first of all, if we're gonna go like that, and I don't want to do this right now because I'm not this type of person, but sometimes you got to put the truth out there. I mean, you got to like say how it is, and that there's a time
Right.
when we were considered animals. So if they
I
were
mean,
doing
we still are.
you
We
have
still
to,
are.
if you exactly. So I'm not trying to go that deep, but don't
I
do
mean,
that to me. Don't do that
we're
to them right
considered
now.
creatures.
I
We're
knew, I
creatures.
know that.
You
I
know what
know
I'm
that,
saying?
but I don't want
Creatures.
you to
That's
do that
all I'm
to
saying.
them.
Right. Right.
All right, all right.
Right.
So when we're considered as animals, then we got to put two and two together. They do tests on animals before we can figure out how it works. And then if you're considered as an animal, all this stuff when it started was on the test is on you. Black man, you're the reason why this is a psychological, because this is all geared towards trying to control you.
Yeah.
You are the specimen that they put in zoo. The very first zoo was a black parade of black people in New York City, and it was
Yeah,
the
I agree
first
with that.
zoo, but it was an animal zoo. It's a human zoo. You have to look it up. It's the first zoo. It was famous
I agree
then,
with
and
that.
it was like a circus. That was like when the circuses were cool.
I would,
But
you know, they was doing that. They was doing that before America. You know, the Romans was doing that against the
yes,
blacks back then. You know,
yes,
with the gladiators. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
yes.
them was blacks, and it was the same form. It was the same form.
Same form of slavery. See, then the Romans had every type of pleasure they wanted. So whenever
Yep,
things were going on, they went beyond pleasure. So now the only pleasure they would get satisfaction of is someone dying, their last hopes and whatever of living.
yep,
That's what they got
yep,
pleasure out of. So at first, what they would do is they would send like 10 black women out in the crowd and get eaten up by lions first to start off the
yep,
show. You hear me? Kill
yep,
these bitches. And they were like, yeah,
yep,
drinking and shit.
yep. And
And
you
they
know,
got off on that.
and they was doing that with hangings too. When they used to like uh I think Leroy was saying that Leonard was saying that you know when they had the picnics, the picnics was when they was gonna hang, you know, hang the black person or whatever. And you know,
And
they
they would
did
sit
that.
on.
You know, everybody gathered around for entertainment. Not everybody, but a race of people gathered around to watch a killing. I mean, that's like that, and get rocks off. You know, they made postcards of lynchings and hangings and burnings. You know, and made postcards and sent it. They in let's say Texas, and they sent it up to their family in New York on the postcard. Like, hey, this is what we doing here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's down there like you know for you know that's psychological that you it's something wrong with a group of people that do that. They get a pleasure by that. You know what I'm saying?
And what's much more difficult for me to understand is I believe it's reverse psychology when you get a group of people to infiltrate feeble-minded cultures and say you should take these statues down. Well, you're not understanding what you're saying, because if you're saying that you should take these racist statues down, then you gotta take the racist dollar down too.
Right. I agree. I agree. And honestly, I I don't really care about the statues because I look at it as
Me
you
neither.
know
Keep
it's a part
them.
of this history. That's the
Hey,
shit that is it's the history.
hey, can I say something? I don't want to say this like this, but I'm gonna try to say this nicely, okay? If they could, because we're in 2022, right? If we're gonna have the statue of the guy that's being enslaved, I want them, because it's part of our history, to I know this sounds very hurtful, but I want people to remember it, because we're gonna talk about the whole truth. See, the truth is
I
cool,
agree.
but the whole truth is what sets
The
you
whole
free.
truth.
So you gotta
Exactly.
put you. I want some nice murals of people getting hanged and white men standing around, or a woman
Exactly.
getting whatever chastised, or children getting whatever they got and lynched and all that. I need some trucks that are replicated and look like there's black men being pulled for miles. We want to see
I
that type
agree.
of stuff so you remember this is how you got to where you got. So don't stop. Don't not vote. You got to vote.
I
That's
agree.
your power. If
I
not,
put
all those people that died for you to even speak is did it for nothing.
I agree because eventually, you know, it starts with the statue, and next thing you know, like they've been taking slavery out of school books. You know, where eventually it's gonna die out, and kids wouldn't even know, grow up, and wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Nothing about slavery.
Exactly.
Like,
Like there's a group of they study a study, right? There's a group of kids, right? Real quick. There's a group of kids that will never know nothing except for a black president. Because that's all they know.
Exactly.
For 8 years, there's a black president. They'll never
Right. Yep.
understand. When they see a white president, they'll say, wow, white people can be president.
Right. Yep. Yep.
For 8 years, they did to a whole generation. And now you can reverse it. Now they're doing different stuff. You know, now people are super conscious now. Not even conscious, super conscious.
Right. Right. I definitely agree. What's your input on it, Paige? Paige, you still there, Paige?
She there. She just we just rocking the show so that
She
way
like,
she could
yeah, she like that. It took over my motherfucking show. The show
Nah,
was
nah,
about
nah. It's
Trump.
not a
The show
takeover.
was
It's not a
about Trump,
takeover.
and then I know I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking
Oh, okay,
shit.
okay. Because this will definitely bring in the dollars. She knows that because
Yeah,
it's about how well we can keep the conversation going. Because people will click on this and watch it, and that will do her justice. You know what I mean?
right. And
Because the more
I
people
agree in
that
the chat.
watch,
Exactly. And I agree in the chat with Big Pressure. He say discipline is done out of love, abuse is done out of anger. And yeah, that's pretty much. I agree with that.
yeah. And then he said, but every now and then you have to stand on your words and whip some ass.
Right. Right.
Oh, I agree. I agree. My mom did that one time, but she didn't beat me up, but she slammed me against the wall with one hand and spoke some very interesting words to me. And then I was like, you know what? Women are strong.
Right. Yep.
My mom's a strong woman. I said, I don't think I'll be
Yeah.
messing with her no more.
Right. So was you
But
raised in a single household, or you had both of your parents?
not my birth father, but I had a stepfather, but he was in my life since I was 5 months. So I call him my dad. I don't even call him by his name. I just call him dad. But I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
a
5 months. Yeah.
my mom is black and Mexican. My stepdad is black. So
Okay.
two parents,
Right.
house,
Yeah. That's two parents.
sister, blah blah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But that
I
didn't
think that
stop me from getting into trouble though, because you could
yeah.
raise somebody in the house and same rules, same everything. Cause see, my stepdad married my mom, but my mom had 5 kids already.
Right.
So it was
Okay.
a
Okay.
man stepping into a woman's life that had 5 kids with no rules in Richmond,
Uh-huh.
California. That's a little difficult. And he's from the
Right.
South.
Damn, that was a good man. Shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
I said 5 kids. I really want to know why. That's why I want to know. What the heck was
Yeah.
going on in your head? What kind of money you got? 5 kids?
Yeah.
I can't even take it myself.
Yeah. Yeah. History is an important part of I definitely agree with knowing the history and not forgetting
Yeah,
forgetting what
I
happened.
guess I am doing a little too much with the hang. I am stretching a little bit, but I'm just saying that we don't have to. That's what they did in our. Don't you know history repeats itself? What do you think they did in Egypt? They went and said, "Well, let's get rid of this because we don't want them to know about it. We should take down the
Right.
statues." What did they do in Egypt? They took down the statues. Come on, man. Are we not seeing
Right.
this shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then y'all be in
They did
Egypt
that.
like y'all be in Egypt like this. There's a missing nose. I don't understand. I see the statue, but the nose is gone.
Yeah.
It was like, out of all things that they want to remove, they want to make sure this round part, this nice part where the oxygen comes in very well. Because one thing you got to understand, black people, is oxygen is your power to live in, period. So the fact that you have a way to receive more power when you're running, when you're doing sports, when you're out there, is more beneficial to you because the way you receive your power is genetically built differently and is broken down in your body differently. The reason why there are some people who have houses is because when they step outside, the natural things in the world will kill them. So they have to have a house to stay mostly in air condition and in a house and water come to you. Whereas where you're from or where you came from, you go out and get your water. You go out and you could be in the sun because you'll have protection, natural protection.
Right.
But some people don't have that natural protection. So when you come to the Western world, you gotta live by their rules, which is work in air conditioned places inside all day. But what you're doing is you're also breathing in the stale air, which is no power. So it keeps your brain levels and your brain producing power at a very low optimum level. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
not
Low.
outside.
This is low oxygen too.
Low oxygen, not real oxygen. It's artificial oxygen, just like
Yeah.
artificial lights. Artificial lights on
Yeah.
a plant still make the plant grow, but it's not the same.
Mm.
Not the
Yep.
same rays. You hear me?
Yep.
So so that's a lot of things that we're forgetting. They're like we have so much power in the things that we do, but we're taking those things and we're not being optimistic about them. We're just we're seeing them as realities and then making those realities into very, very big obstacles.
Yeah. I agree. I definitely agree. And my daughter, she real. I try to. I probably let her know too much, but yeah, she 11 and yeah, she know a lot about history and yeah, and it's just if I'm not here, who gonna teach her? What's she gonna learn from? You know what I'm saying? Like you got to, and the Bible say, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he shall show thee. You know what I'm saying? So people would say, "Oh, forget the past. That was in the past. Slavery was in the past. Slavery wasn't that long ago. I mean, if you look at it, it wasn't that long ago. I mean, 1850s. And then after slavery, we were still going through so many. You had the what they call them, the Jim Crow laws. Then after that, you had which I'm pretty sure our grandparents went through the what you call that, the segregation. You know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
with segregation and no rights and shit, and getting water hosed in the streets, and so this is a
We're
part
going
of
through that right now, but it's
is
virtually.
right,
And then when I say
right,
virtually, I don't mean on
Let
a
me let
cell
me ask
phone.
y'all. Let me ask y'all a question though. Check this, y'all. Okay, me and my husband having a discussion, right? Check
yeah,
this. If everything that's in this world is ungodly, and if a man don't work, they should not eat. But a person sleeping up under the bridge still eat and don't work. If I am working so hard to achieve and possess material things, then am I ungodly? And what am I working for? If I'm working for everything that's ungodly, trying to be godly in a sinful world. Y'all get me?
I'm trying to. You say if a man don't work, he don't eat. But a man who's homeless,
I
stand under a bridge,
I got
he don't work,
mhm,
but he eat.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
So the question is, are we ungodly if we working and what I'm trying to get the question fully.
So, here's the thing. Okay, people say people I guess get ridiculed about the the possessions or the things that they buy on this planet or in this life, and it's like
So,
the comment be made, it's just a material thing. But
yeah.
what do a person work for if it ain't for the material things?
So
And
what
that
I do? Oh, I was gonna say because I understand your question. I just didn't want to interrupt King Tribe of Judah for what you were saying. So I didn't know if you're gearing towards the question towards both of us or just him
But both.
individually. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I definitely get what you're saying because it just it you see it all throughout the Bible as well. You know, there's times where, you know, right before Jesus ascends into heaven, you know, there's a section of people that start following Jesus, and the disciple says, "Who are these people?" And God says, "Who are those people to you when you have salvation?" So then you have the people that are being saved. There was a time when the master were paying a group of people a certain wage. Then before the sun went down, some people came and the master paid, and they only helped for an hour. But the master paid them as if they worked 8 hours, and the other people were complaining, like, how did they get paid as much as us? And we've been working for 8 hours, and 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 they only came for an hour of work. They got paid the same thing. What the fuck? And the master said, "What is it to you? They got 180, and so did you. So why are you upset? You got what you deserve. You got exactly what you asked for. How could you be so greedy?" So it's like that was another situation. So when you say, why are we working like this and is it ungodly? No, it's definitely not ungodly. You're showing what God is like, and you're showing structure. So then it's up to us as people who believe who God is to spread that wealth. Is because even there are people in the world that are not able. That's just a known fact. When you get to a certain age, you're just not able anymore. You know, even Joseph, is it Joseph? Well, who gave the Jacob and Esau? Who gave the birthright blessing? Even the father before the birthright blessing,
Isaac,
Isaac. When Isaac gave
Isaac,
the blessing, even he became an old man where he had to give down the
he
birthright,
was blind.
and
He
he
was
wasn't
blind.
able anymore. He couldn't see. He barely could hear. You know, there was a lot of things that was going on, so they had to work for him. In other words, Isaac became the old crippled man. That's a bum, but he couldn't do anything. But God blessed him, you know, into his many years. So that's why we say be careful who you treat, because you never know, that could be God. You know what I mean? Who you're talking to, and it is God because you're God. And so if you see your brother, you should see yourself, because if you see them, you see God, because God is in everyone.
No,
I
dig
think,
that.
I think that's yeah. I think that's well explained.
If we are chosen, right, then why we in this world of bullshit? If God love us so much.
Yeah,
We're in this
I'm.
we're in this
You
world
want?
of bullshit. Go ahead.
No, I'll let you go.
I was gonna say we're in this world of bullshit because this is the time for it. Like, I love that. I don't even say love like that, but I like the fact that the tribe of Judah, he brings up the Bible, because that's like my favorite thing. I'm not trying to get all gun ho about the Bible, but it has so many good insights and so many good things that whenever he brings it up, I'm like, dang, I'm all ears because I really want to hear. But then I don't want to overtalk. That's why I said you go, because if you don't take over, then I'll just want to say something. So you go, you go, you go.
Right, and the Bible. I'm a quote off the Bible too. You know, like I believe in the Bible. When what I believe in the Bible is the Bible was written for a group of people whose them people are lost in the world right now, and they the blacks, the Latinos, the Mexicans, and they are considered the 12 tribes of Israel. This is my, like, a lot of black people don't believe in the Bible because they say it's the white man book. But those are a lot of people who don't understand the Bible. You don't know who you are in the Bible. You know, you still got the white man doctrine. You still got the white man doctrine in your head. You know what I'm saying? The doctrine, what they taught, you know, what they taught us during slavery. So the Bible talk about this group of people, the 12 tribes of Israel, going into slavery when we disobeyed him. And when we got out of Egypt and we was in the wilderness, and Moses was telling the Israelites that, hey, in the book of Deuteronomy 28, you hear about all the curses that if we didn't obey what God was saying, these curses was gonna come amongst us. And if you look in Deuteronomy 28 and 15 on down, it said we was gonna go into slavery by cargo ship.
Hello, hey,
It say ship, but
you know
it say
something, man. Hey, real
we was
quick,
gonna get
can you just tell me where that's
yeah
at so I can go to it later? Because that is yours. That's
Deuter-
good.
It's in Deuteronomy, man.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
All right,
The
thank you,
slave
thank
ship
you, thank
is
you, thank you.
28 and the chapter 28 and 68. But read them on down, 28 and 15, and read them on down. And it's going to identify who are the Israelites in this world today. So we identify with all the curses that this group of people was going through. Like for instance, the people that's in Israel right now, they ain't nothing but Caucasians. The
Okay.
so-called Jewish people, like, why do they call themselves Jewish? You know what I'm saying? Jewish is not even it's not even in the Bible. Jewish. Like if somebody say your shirt is reddish, it's kind of red. It looks pink a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh,
what?
Okay.
you're
And
smart.
and why do they call it? Why do they? Why? And what's another word? The Israelis. Israelis is not in the Bible. That's not a biblical name. Israeli. What is the biblical name?
Israelite.
Israelite. Right. So why are they calling themselves Israeli? Because
Hey man, talk
it's
your
like
stuff, man. Talk your stuff. Talk your stuff.
they already coming up with a plan once the real people wake up. Once we wake up, they already gonna have something in place, you know what I'm saying, for that. So
I
that's why
hate that. I hate that because they're counting
yeah,
on it. They're waiting for us to wake up, but some of us are already up. Some
yeah,
of us
yeah,
are
yeah.
been
And
up.
a lot of us are waking up. I mean, this younger generation, they wild, but it's a lot
They're woke.
that's waking up, and they woke. It's a lot that's woke. You know what I'm saying? Because
I
a
heard a
lot
girl. Oh, you go.
a lot of the stuff is coming out. You know what I'm saying? And it's all over the internet right now, and that's another big thing. We got the internet. You know what I'm saying? And then our parents, our grandparents, we say, well, how didn't they know? Come on now, they was going through so much. You know, they was going through so much to like. Honestly, I know the Bible. I can talk about the Bible. I know like the back of my head, and I'm well scripture. So um, I talk to a lot of older people, and they don't even know the Bible like you think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't even know the Bible like you
And
think.
that right there, I just want to say like this is it. I feel so bad because when I be talking to people that do that I'm not saying they don't know the Bible. They know the Bible. It's just that when you actually study the Bible, it's a different thing to study it
Yeah,
because then
it
you're
is.
going deep into it. You get a
It is.
relationship. So it's like
Yeah.
sometimes people be saying stuff to me and I'd be like, do you really know what you're saying?
Right. Right. They stuck on certain things on damn near
All
damn
right,
near the doctor. Like these
all right,
big mega preachers,
all right,
pastors,
Tribal Judah.
TD yeah.
Do you remember going to church? Do you ever went to church as a kid?
Man, hell yeah.
All right, now look. All right, look. You know exactly what I'm talking about then. Let me give you this example. You know how you go to church and it's so funny that if they say, I'm not trying to say anything about women like this, but the women can wear hats in church, but you can't wear a hat in the sanctuary as a male. But the women can wear hats in church to
Yeah.
cover their head.
Right. Right.
But then they say in the Bible too that Muslims are a part of the Christian Brotherhood as well because Muslims their women do the exact same thing except for they do it 24 hours.
No,
You know, I
no.
ran into
Look, this. Oh, let me let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
all right, this is the last point because I know what you mean now. because if I ramble on, how are you supposed to? You go,
You
because
all
you
right,
know
you
what?
all right.
I'm talking about too many points, and you're right. I need to stop so you can say what you want
Go
to say.
on that, because I'm. It's talking about the Muslims. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
so
All right,
I'll
look,
let
look,
you
look.
finish.
So I ran into a Muslim, and he was talking about Ramadan, right? Because he
Yeah.
kind of pissed me off. I want to be honest, but I was slow to anger. I'll tell you that fucking much. But I'm sorry for cursing. But but he was like oh, that ice cream makes me really hungry, because I'm Muslim and I got Ramadan. I was like, oh yeah, I try to be respectful. I said, oh, that's cool. Christians have something like that too. It's called lit. And he was like, oh yeah, you Christians only do it once a day. I was like, really? That's true. Christians do it once a day. But I'm a Christian up under grace, so I don't either do the Ramadan nor I do lit. He was like, I said, don't you know that there's certain Muslims that don't do any of the practices or going straight to heaven? Don't you know that they're going to let to go straight to heaven? He didn't know what to
You,
say.
yeah.
He was like, what?
Muslims are they. If you do your research on Islam, it was stolen. It was stolen from Muhammad. Muhammad. He was, he was illiterate, and he was a kind of a taxi for the Israelites. So he
Isaac and
hung
Jacob.
around. Yes,
Isaac
he
and
hung
Jacob.
around
That's
the
where they stole it
Israelites,
from.
and he knew all of the Israelite practices. And what he did was create his own religion, and based off of the Israelites, and that's how Islam come into place. Granted, they was it was something that was before Islam, where they was worshiping a god every day of the year, and
You
it
know what?
wasn't called Islam.
Can I go on a really, 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 really thin bridge? I mean, really thin. What are those planks when you finna jump off a bridge, and a plank when you be in a pirate ship and they say jump off the plank and they kill you? I'm gonna walk on a very, very thin plank when I say this, okay?
I got
When remember when you referenced, I mean, when I was trying to find out the dad, Isaac. Okay, those two
you.
brothers,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one that was hairy, the one who has smooth skin, I'm
Jacob
gonna
and
walk
Esau.
up. Yeah, I'm gonna say that Jacob is
the the black man.
the Muslims
Okay.
who stole it, and then Jacob is the black. I mean, Isaac is the black man who was working in the
Mm-mm.
field.
Let me tell
Or
you,
I
you
might have
close.
it
You
backwards, one or
close.
the other.
You're close.
I'm what?
I want to. You close. You know who
Okay,
the who
okay.
the who
See,
the.
I'm not saying I'm right. I just feel like I'm on a hunt. I
You're
just like
close. I'm
knowledge.
telling you. I'm
Oh,
telling you. You close. But if you
okay,
look
okay.
at Genesis, uh, Genesis 25:25, it explained when Rebecca Rebecca, their mother, was in labor and she was delivering them. It said
You don't know Rebecca?
the first came out red and hairy
Yep.
all over like a hairy garment. Who is red in this world? They would identify a Pacific people. Who is red in this world today? When they born, when they get mad, when it's cold outside, when they fight, they turn red.
And look,
So it
what did
say,
we know about today? Words mean meaning. So if it was red when they
yeah,
got this and they were blue when they was the meaning. They were just white means all colors. Black means the
right,
absence of color or the absence of things. So to be a black
right.
man would be perfect because that means you're the absence of things. It's easier for a camel to fit through an eye of a needle than a rich man to get into heaven. So I would rather be a black person so I can get into heaven because I have absence of
But
stuff. So being
but
broke
you
don't
know
mean
what?
shit to me.
European taught the definition of black is evil. Look up the definition in the Bible: evil, wicked. All the definitions of black sound bad. You wouldn't want no part of.
But
But if
where
you
is
look
it?
up
But
the
where is
definition
it?
of white,
Is it in a European dictionary?
no,
You
look
hear?
at any dictionary. Google black definition. Google black definition and see what come up, and then
I don't
Google
want to be.
white
I want to
definition.
say this as politely as I can. if you were to say, look at these hieroglyphics on what blacks is, I would say this. But you can't give me anything westernizing to go look up other westernizing things. Using Google platform, they made that. Using the
Right.
dictionary, they made that.
So I mean, if you have a Webster dictionary at home, I got two big at
I'm
my
not
home.
talking
I
about
got
dictionaries.
dictionary
I want to
Webster.
go to the. I'm not saying that I'm not smart. I don't want to say I'm not smart like this because I don't want to promote that to say that on this platform. But I will say I haven't done the research to actually go and study it for myself. So all I have right now is their point of view. If I actually took the time, studied, save up the money, go see the archaeological facts myself, then I could do my own interpretation. But since I'm non-consistent ass person, then I don't do it, and I
I
don't
got
like to be left with their purpose. You see what I'm saying?
you.
I should do
I
better.
got you. But that's what we was trying to make a point at. They purpose. That's the definition that they gave of. For one, they gave us the definition that we was black. I mean, ain't nobody black. We different shades of brown, and they're
Thank
not white.
you.
White
Thank
white is
you.
a fucking piece of paper. They're not red.
Hello.
They're not white. They different shades of red. So, but they gave us some terminology that you got black people or white people. You know what I'm saying? They gave us that to put on the application. You got to put black or African
Well,
American.
well, well,
African
well.
American.
We got to hold off on that a little bit. I mean, I want to champion what you're saying. How do did I say that right? I want to piggyback what you're saying, right? Is because
Yeah,
why do we? Here's a question for you. Real simple. Why is it when we go and put our name on the application, there's a African/black? Why is there a difference?
because
Why is there
no,
not
it
white
ain't.
slash Caucasian slash German slash Hitler slash
What's up, old
you
school?
know what I
It
mean?
said white. It
What's
say
up, old
white or
school?
it say white or Caucasian, and it say black or African American. You know, but what it is we don't run nothing. So
Yeah.
we used to be called we just got called African Americans. We ain't used to be called African American. We was called niggers, Negroes,
Yep. Yep.
colored,
Black.
black.
Them.
So they
Hey,
changed our they
wait. Them and they.
exactly
They used to call us them and
exactly
they all the time.
exactly. So they changed our or they put the stipulations on what they
But
changed.
then
Well, I think
people will hide behind that and say, "Oh, well, we're not being racist." But when they won't tell you straight up, like, "Oh, there's enough people here. Their people is here." Who's the there? Why don't you just say there's black
It
people
ain't
here?
no them.
There is no
right.
them. But what I'm saying is there is a them actually, because in the beginning God
No, there's
created
no
them.
them.
God
Can I
did
break it
create
down?
them,
Can I
and He
break it
put
down in
them
60
into,
seconds? Can I break
them
it
were the
down in
first
60
people who were
seconds?
created actually.
Can I
All right,
break it down in
what's
60
up, Lynn?
seconds?
Yeah, you
All
got the
right.
floor.
Now, the term Negro was used to describe us, right? Now, Negro is a color. That's a color black of in Spanish, right? James Brown said loud, I'm black and I'm proud. We're black. We were black until Jesse Jackson came along in 1984 and said we're African American. Now, in all honesty, we are black people. We are the melanated race of people in this country.
Can I? But
That's
they
who we
still
are.
gave us the
Hold
definition
on.
of
That's
black.
who we are in this country.
Yeah.
All that global whatever, they are whatever they are. We are what we are here. And we the best thing going because everybody on planet Earth is trying to copy us.
Yes. You can't copy it, but they're trying to. We're too authentic.
Thank you. They're trying to copy us. So we
Where
should be
do they
proud
copy
to
us the
be
most at?
Black American because everybody on planet Earth is trying to copy Black
All right, I'll
Americans,
tell you this much.
including
I'll tell you this
Africans.
much. I'll tell you this much. When, all right, I'm not trying to say it like this, but I'm gonna keep it real. Even when the African man come down over here, he come over here on a visa. Do you know he come over here to learn everything he can, that the way I walk, talk, act, speak, my mannerisms are, all that. Because when I try to hang out with him, he takes me around his people, they talk in their language and they laugh at me or they laugh at
Cause
you.
we what they call us Leonard, what they call us Leroy, Leonard. I mean,
Tuba,
to buy. Guess the other word that they call us. They call us cottas, mean cotton pickers. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that me personally, I don't identify with
Africans.
Africans because I think we are just because we we the same skin tone. Some of us don't mean. I mean, every race have melanin, but white people. So
All right,
you can
look,
look
look,
at
look,
some
look.
Arab and they damn near look like us,
Like what
but
he's
exactly,
we ain't the
saying.
same people
What
though.
he's saying. He's saying like
exactly.
just because we were in Africa don't mean we were from Africa. You hear me?
Exactly. That's
We
what I'm
weren't
saying.
any
I
place
ain't never
That's
been
what
in
I'm
in
no
the
saying.
damn
United
Africa.
States.
You may
We
have
weren't
gotten us from
in
Africa,
Africa.
but you hear me?
I
We
We
ain't
were
from no
weren't
slaves up
damn
there
in
Africa.
too
I
for
ain't
Africa.
never been
all
there in
right.
my life.
Leonard. Uncle L. All right, now look. Um, why do we keep forgetting the 400 years that we did before we did it in the United States? Because we did about 800. But why do we forget the 4 before Moses came and got us?
Moses who?
Moses.
Yeah, you ain't gonna beat Leonard with that, man.
Listen. I've been talking to Leonard for a long time. Me and Leonard go way back, almost a year ago, almost
But
coming
you
up
see
on the
how he
year
looking?
anniversary.
He like Moses who? Come on, he know he heard of Moses, but you
All
ain't
right.
finna
Now look.
like.
Now, of
I'm
course,
black
I'm gonna
American,
say,
big pressure. Big pressure.
Leonard.
I'm black
You gotta
American,
spare
big
me,
pressure.
Leonard. You
I'm
gotta spare
black
me the
American.
semantics, okay? You
I
know
ain't
you gotta
never been
spare
to
me the
Africa. I'm
No
black
semantics.
American.
semantics. I'm giving you straight facts. Go
All right,
ahead.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you nothing, but I want to conversate with you. It is that when from my understanding, and it's very limited, when Moses went to go free God's people, as it is written, not as I say, but as it is written, when Moses went to go free God's people, when they were doing in that slavery time, those were the same people which I would say are the black people today. Why do we forget those 400 years?
No, because if you watch the movie The Ten Commandments and you see the black people, they're under a different name. They
And what are
weren't
they under?
Hebrews. I have
What
to
were
put the
they?
movie in and fast forward it.
But I
But
didn't say Hebrew once, but I'm just saying.
don't go there. Now
I did
Moses
I'm
say
gonna
was
break it
Hebrew.
down. I'm gonna break it down with this one,
now
Leonard.
Moses was
I mean,
Hebrew.
you talking about a movie now?
Yeah,
I
but the thing is,
know. I didn't
hold
want to
on
do it
now,
to him either.
hold on before you go there. The movie was based on all of the books that were written biblically for that movie. And they called them. I'm about to turn this on now and fast forward and see
While you're turning that on, the movie
what they
industry
call
has the devil
black
has this
people.
really nice hand in that, and so
No, no,
anything
no,
that's
Yeah.
no, no,
promoted,
no, no,
he got a nice
no,
little
Let me
tone
just say this:
no.
in there.
in Egypt right now, you can look on the hieroglyphs walls where where it was black slaves. They got pictures of the black people. The Egyptians was black, and also the slaves was black.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
we
Right
know for
now.
sure that the slaves was black and the Egyptians was black.
All right, I'm going another limb.
And
Even the
that's not no
even in
movie.
the Vatican, the Pope is praying to a black little thing underground. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I could go deep. I could go deeper than that, but I ain't gonna go deeper than that. I'm gonna hold it right there.
We'll do that for another show. Another show. Another show.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it right there.
I'm
I'm waiting for this
scanning.
movie. I'm waiting for this movie because I
Yeah,
got
because
facts up
I
here.
gotta
I'm waiting
scan
for that movie
forward
though.
into the movie. I gotta scan forward so I can get the
It's all
title
right.
that
It's all
they
right.
use.
Leonard, what you working
Fuck
with?
it.
What you working with?
I
DVD?
should remember the title, but I don't.
Are you
if
fast?
you
But
go
I
to
was like,
Russia,
oh, it's sort of like the Aborigines,
I
but
know.
it
Hey,
they
Leonard, I'm gonna be honest with you. It is a movie. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a movie. You know what I'm saying?
but
they got some
it was based on books. The
I
movie
right,
was
know.
right.
And
based
They
on
got
and
some
look, look,
information.
look,
books that they
look.
written.
And even King James got the version of the Bible, and it ain't the Bible. It's just a version of it. So you watching a movie is not even close to what we're even talking about.
Yes, it is because it was based on those books.
So was the
Hey, Leonard,
Bible.
let me
The
just say,
Bible wasn't based on books. The Bible was written by the Romans. Why you think it's
No, the
only a book of
Bible is
Romans
no.
definitely
in the
based
Bible?
on
Hold on.
books. It's based on
Let me
66 books.
let me say this real quick. You know Leonard, the black people. It was a time that black ruled Europe. A dark race of people ruled Europe. You know, King James was a black man.
I'm fast
Do you
forwarding.
know
I
that?
done got to the doggone the halfway point.
Don't
I'm finna go
forget,
and
hey,
kill
don't forget, Tribe of Judah. Don't try to just give a little bit of the truth. Make sure you put that he killed his mama too.
Yeah, I'm just. You say he killed his mama, King James?
What? He's a homophobic. Come on, man.
Nah, man. That's what they want you to think. Yeah, you think King James was gay?
I didn't
No,
say
that's what.
I didn't say your
you. Ooh,
traditional what
damn,
you
this thing
think
that
like
pulled
that.
right
I
past
would
what I was
say
looking for.
that
I gotta back
in
up.
those times, like we were talking about Roman times in those times, you know, they were doing
Yeah,
a lot of things that were like free spirited type stuff. So I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm just saying it was not promoting life.
you know,
It was
you know that's
promoting
the
pleasure. That's all I
you
would
know
say.
that's the history that they put on him after he died. After they killed him, they put that on him. I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta
I
go.
could agree with that.
Kind of like putting
I
You
dirt
could
on a
agree with
dude.
that.
Hey, kind of
yeah
like
I
putting
could agree
dirt
with
on a
yeah
that.
nigga name, huh?
yeah.
Oh,
He was. I'm gonna be honest. King James was a black man. I mean, just do you. All I'm gonna say is do your research on it. It's a lot of research out there.
all
And
right, all right.
black ruled Europe during the Dark Ages. If you know about the Dark Ages, and then the white people they came out the Caucasus Mountains in Georgia, and they had a plan where they took
Yep,
over Europe, and that was
yep,
called the Renaissance period. All the
yep.
black paintings and everything, they destroyed all the black paintings in the churches, and they painted them white. It was a Renaissance period. You know what I'm saying? So do your history on that. They still got some churches in Russia that Christ is black and the disciples is black. They still got original
You know what's
pictures
funny
right
you
now
say
in
that?
Russia.
I seen a church the other day with historical like Roman type architecture, but it was in the form of like on the windows. So it was like window stain um uh uh imagery and artwork, you know, if you will. And the way that they had it was there was a black Jesus and there was black angels. It was the first time I've ever seen black angels and a black Jesus.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? I said, what
And
the heck? I want to take a picture of this.
yeah. So if you research the Dark Age and the Renaissance period, you will learn a lot from their history. That's when it was a dark race of people that ran Europe at that time.
See, the thing is that
King
I
James
find
was a
out
black man.
the more history I find out and the more cool, interesting knowledge I get, the less and less people I get to talk to.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Ah!
What you was saying about them Romans old school?
I'm
He
still
trying to
waiting
find
on
his
this
movie.
part to come up. I still want that audio on your video.
Hey, where's loading that? Because Leonard is loading right now. Where's all
Yeah,
our people at? Where's 5280? Where's loading? Where's everybody at? They sleep? They sleep?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
man, them folks
it's
drunk
like
as
the
hell
Bible.
on Saturday night.
It's like the Bible, Leonard. It's like how the slaves taught us the Bible. They only taught you what they wanted you to know. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have to change the Bible. All they had to do is teach you the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that with the movie. The movie is spoon fed. You got shit in there that happened in the Bible, but you also got shit in there that's completely off.
Right.
I'm gonna say that is off. You know, because no matter if you believe the Bible or not, I'm gonna say this: the Bible was written by black people. If it's true or not, it was written by a group of black people for another group. It wasn't written for the whole world, you know. And they taught us that they turned it into a universal book. But the Bible don't mention that. Like they say, God so loved the world, He gave His only. They weren't fucking. He wasn't talking about the whole world, the whole world. Come on now. He was talking. He called the world a specific group of people. It was several worlds. Like you go to Florida, you go into Disney World, you go to Sea World inside Disney World. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Oh man, don't
the
get
world.
that. Hey, look. Paige is gonna have to have a paid prescription for you to be giving out all this knowledge.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
people come to get it.
Okay,
It's
I was
free.
trying to find this thing on here. I'm fast forwarding, rewinding. I can't find the exact.
Man, you
I
gotta
mean
put
that's
that
all you.
VHS up, man. Put that VHS up.
No, this is all digital. I can't find it. It's moving too
Hey,
quick.
that's all
If
you.
it was
I break
VHS,
down the
I'd
scripture.
have a better
That's all you
doggone
gotta do is
chance.
tell me what happened,
But
and I break down the scripture. You know what I'm
all of
saying?
all
Just tell me what
all of it,
happened in it.
this is just my opinion. This is just me speaking. All of it's
Yeah,
bullshit. All of it's bullshit.
right.
What's
I'm not
all
gonna knock you
bullshit,
for
old
saying it
school? What's all
because I
that
didn't believe
bullshit?
it either. So I ain't gonna knock him for saying that. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt the same way until I learned who I was, who I
Hello.
was inside of it. You know what I'm saying? And when you learn who you are, you know a lot opened up through that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
because that's
look at
self
things
worth.
differently. Yeah, yeah. You
Hey,
look at things
Yeah.
hey,
differently. You
well,
know what I'm saying?
do what you do. I don't give a damn about it.
Right. That's why I say I don't knock you for it because I used to think it
Yeah,
was
that's the
Old
white man
same
school,
book
thing.
you
too.
ain't
I
shit,
ain't gonna even
man.
lie to you.
You ain't
I
shit,
don't
old
knock the
school.
believers.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I
knock
don't
you
knock
for
the
that.
believers at all. Be like, hey,
Right.
I'm doing what I do.
Let me hear what do you believe in, old school. Give me something good.
Me,
Give me a good something good what you believe
me,
in.
me.
You believe in you.
I'm my biggest fan. I believe in me.
So you so let me see. You believe in you. So you like what you call that? Give me 1 second. Let me think of my brain ain't because I'm trying to
You
work
better
too.
not say no
So,
atheist either.
no, not yeah. He's an atheist, of course, because he believes in him.
No,
So he's an
atheist,
atheist.
that's a
He for sure
whole other
atheist.
stuff.
No,
He
he's
is
an atheist.
not no atheist at all.
He is an atheist. He an atheist. He an
No,
antichrist.
I'm not. I'm not an atheist.
All in one.
I believe in me.
I tell you one thing, he ain't light skinned.
Yeah, but you know, the
Hey,
so you believe
old school, what you say? I believe in me.
so you believe you a God. You believe you a so hold on. So
Now
you
let
believe
old
you a
school
God.
don't
break it down. Let
Let
old
me
don't
school
just
you
let me
break
roll
it
your
ask you
eyes
down.
one
at me, old
question real
school.
quick. Let me ask you one question. So old school, you believe you a God. You believe you a God, right? You believe
Nope.
you a God,
Nope.
right? You know what God means, right? God just means power. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
No. I
you
believe in me.
okay, I got you. I got you.
That's
I
it.
give you the
That's
floor.
all.
I'm gonna mute up for a second. I'm listening though.
I believe in me. That's it.
Spit
That's
some
all.
game to me. Let me get some information. I'm listening to some game.
Information about what? I believe in me. I'm my biggest
Yeah,
fan.
I'm listening too, Leonard. I've been waiting for
I'm
you,
my
light
biggest
skin.
fan. There was nothing like me before me, and there will be nothing like me after me. I'm that great.
I
Old
think
school
we
shut y'all ass down too.
nah
Y'all ain't
nah
talking that Bible.
nah.
Y'all ain't talking none of that
Old
shit no
school.
more.
See, he don't want to
Old
admit
school
it.
shut that shit down.
It's
He
been
don't want to
what?
admit it. But he already left. He already left himself behind. If he had any kids, especially if they're male, he did reproduce himself.
No, I didn't reproduce me. There will be another me. There will only be a likeness of me, and that will go down for generations. But there will never ever be another Leonard Remix Roy. Never
Okay,
gonna
well
be.
then,
So
can I safely say that you produce another likeness of you, another
Oh
image
yeah,
of
I
you?
produced my ass off. I said, oh, ski, ski, ski,
See,
ski.
I'm not. See, listen. See, that's what you're not gonna do. You're not gonna psychologically fuck me. All right. You
I'm
can't
not.
say that you.
I go
Yes,
ahead
because you
and,
can't say
and
that
shit
you
shout out to
produce
Leonard.
images of yourself
Ooh,
and then say there'll be nothing else like you. Come on, man. Come on, man. The whole point
yeah.
is to produce, an image like you.
Okay. Look at the picture. Look at the picture of me on doggone Facebook. Is that me? Or
Dude,
is
we
that
look like we could be
photograph of me?
brothers.
That's not. That is not me as an individual. That's only a
so
photo.
Leroy, so
That's
Leonard,
all I've been.
do you believe in reincarnation or
Nope.
um
It's a one and done.
so
You better have
what's
as
your
much fun as you can while you're here.
so you
After that,
believe
you
that
gone.
after death is over? So you don't believe in
That's
spirit?
it.
You don't believe in spirits?
He's
Your spirit
lying.
go
I
somewhere
don't believe
or
in none of
nothing?
that.
He's lying.
None of that.
He's lying.
He
How
ain't
you gonna
lying.
tell
No,
me I'm
he ain't
lying about what
lying.
I
Let me
No,
tell
believe?
you why. Let me
I
tell you
believe that's
why.
what he
Let me tell you
believes. You
why.
know what
How
I'm saying?
you
I
gonna
do
tell
believe
that
that.
man he lying, man? How you gonna
Because
just try
look,
to
let me.
shut him down and you telling him he lying? He explaining you, hey man,
Exactly.
you
Okay.
Because
can't
I'm
make
messing
that
with.
man
I'm
Am I
messing.
believe in
holding my
what you
dick
I'm
right
believe,
now or
man.
no?
all right.
You can't
Well,
do that,
first,
man. You
Am I
well,
cannot
holding
push
my
first,
dick
your
right
faith.
now or
You
no?
cannot push your religion. You can't push that on nobody. They
I'm
gotta
not
Why
make
really
not?
their own choice.
Paige. I'm
Am I
not doing that. I'm
holding
just
my
messing
dick
with
right
him.
now or no?
Paige. I'm just
Ah,
messing with him. He knows
If
it.
you
I'm
can
just
give me
messing
the
with
right
him.
answer, then you're right.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just messing with him, Paige. I'm not really pushing that. No, I'm just
you
messing with
messing
him.
with them.
Yeah, I'm not bullying nobody. I'm a bitch.
Nah,
Don't
you
remember
can't
that.
bully
Don't worry.
Leonard.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm not bullying
both of
Leonard.
y'all
I'm the
bullies.
one that let Leonard on.
Both of y'all
I'm
bullies.
Leonard's a bully. When I'm not here,
Uh-uh.
I be seeing
Leonard
him.
don't become a bully till somebody pick on him. See, he ain't
That's
no
true.
bully. You gotta mess with
Leonard
him,
has a
and
good
then
defensive
he gonna mess
mechanism.
with you. But you gotta mess with him first. You gotta rub him the wrong way first.
But I
You
don't
know
rub
what
him the
I'm saying?
wrong way. I'm very careful what I say. So he just get, we just
You gotta poke him first, and then he coming at your ass. He gonna make all the videos, all type of
all he
shit.
does is roll his eyes
Break
at
down
me.
your whole life,
Hmm.
lives.
I be looking around. Hmm.
All he do is roll his eyes at me. He's like, man.
Yeah,
No, but
yeah. Shit, man,
but
I had a ball with the fam. I was over there. The nephew got a pool and jacuzzi, and the enclosed concrete yard and everything. We back there doing it. You dig?
Yeah,
And it's this little red bone that was there that I ain't seen in a couple of years. Right?
yeah.
We chopping it up, and I told her, I said, yeah. It's talking about what the funeral I went to with my sister. I told her, I said, yeah, if I would have brought you to Chicago, they would have been like, who's she? And if I would have said we dating, they would have been like, yeah, right. She's like, what? I'm like, I don't fuck with you red bone motherfuckers. And she's like, and that's the same for me. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Hey, hey, hey,
She
read
was
that
bugging.
question on the screen. Read that question on the screen.
Man, I can't
Read
read
that
that
comment.
shit.
Nah, I'm telling
I got you.
Jay to read it.
It says Unc ain't talking about shit. I know a lot of men that think like him. Now I don't think he's saying it badly, but I'm saying that he's saying I know a lot of OGs on the block that think like an OG think. You know what I mean?
That's a beautiful thing.
I mean, I fuck with that. That's a lot of us think like that because of
Yeah.
psychological what we was taught. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I fully
Now,
understand.
whoever typed that comment, I'll gladly appreciate you if you point me in a general direction within my vicinity where I can get some good head.
You get that easy.
Listen,
It's a
listen,
number. I'll
listen,
give you a
listen.
number.
Listen, see, this is
They're
the
gonna
type of
whack
shit you
about
be doing,
$30,
Leonard.
$20.
As soon as I think that you're gonna say something and I'm tuning in, you psychologically I don't like that shit. Don't get
Well,
my
you don't
attention
have
and
to.
talk about where you could go get some. What?
I don't give a fuck. I'll
That
tell
hurt my
them, but I don't
brain.
give a fuck.
That hurt my brain. I was like, wait, what happened to the Leonard I was just talking to?
Yeah.
He disappeared. The other Leonard kicked in.
I'd be like a vampire swooping around looking for pussy.
Hey, it's no more Leonard.
Yeah.
Roy kicked in. Hey, Roy is a funny man. See, there's Leonard and then there's a Roy.
That's it. Shit.
Hey Leonard, I thought that shit'd be old by the time I hit your age. I hope that should be old
Oh
up out
man,
of me.
head don't never get old. Getting your
No,
dick sucked
not
don't never
old.
get old. You can
No,
freak.
no. I ain't saying old like I ain't saying old like that. I mean old like the player. You know what I'm saying? Like you like you want to settle down and with a
Hell no.
significant other. You know, because what if
Leonard will
I
if
never
something
settle
happens?
down.
finna fuck up my
Hold
funeral
on, hold on.
parlors.
You know, if something happened to you right now, knock on wood. I don't believe in knocking on wood and all that bullshit.
Okay.
But if something was to happen that'll put you, you know, unable to get
I
head,
come down
you
with a
know what
sudden
I'm saying?
case of death.
Damn,
You want to know what
I
happened? I'll
got,
tell you what happened right now.
I got you.
I'll tell you what happened. First thing, my son, damn, that's my dad. Okay. Put his ass in the oven, roast his ass up, right?
Right.
Take all the money out the bank and transfer it to my account. Check. Okay. My Mercedes, that goes to my favorite niece. Check. All of my records and shit go to DJ Willie. Check. Whatever DJ equipment left around, sell that shit. It's real simple.
Right.
I get married, it fuck all that up.
No, they still have wheels and everything.
Bullshit. I ain't finna do none of that shit. But that's my husband, and I
And
fuck you.
like I tell my old dude, you just need the right woman, man. You come across the
No,
right
ain't no
woman,
right woman.
she'll definitely tame that
Cause I
ass.
ain't right worth
You
a
know what
fuck.
I'm saying? She'll
It ain't
tame
no
that
right
ass. I'm
woman,
telling you.
and I know I ain't right worth a fuck.
See,
I'm like,
I
who
know
you
you. I
suck
know
dick
you,
with?
Leonard, man. Let you get some good head,
No, I'm like,
some good
who
head
you
from a
suck
bad
dick with?
female.
You
Man,
do?
you gonna give her
Okay,
all
get
your
in there.
money and you gonna marry that ass. You saying it right
Shit.
now, man, because you messing with these $20 hoes, $20, $30 head. Get
Are
you
you
one of them.
crazy?
Get
Do
you
you
that
know
right
how
woman.
much I spent in my life on divorce lawyers?
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I
Let me
done
stop.
spent a good
Yeah,
10
I got you.
G's
I
on
forgot. You
divorce
right.
lawyers. You crazy?
I ain't. You right. I forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah, that's why I
You
don't
right
take no
about
shit
that.
off no woman. I'd be like, oh, you got a problem? Get the fuck out. I'll pay the lawyer.
I got you.
I'm good.
That will change. You know. I mean, I could imagine. I ain't never
No,
been
it
through it,
won't. Not at
but
my
I could
age.
imagine. No,
Unless you
I'm
could
saying
suck,
what you saying.
unless you
Divorce.
could
I'm
suck a
saying
golf
divorce.
ball through a garden hose. That may, make a little something. You know what I'm saying? I break for good
Right.
head. But other than
Right.
that, ain't shit happening. But you gonna
I
give me
got
some
you.
pussy and I'm gonna be excited? What is
See,
gonna be
I feel like
different?
if I talk like that, then that would get me into a whole world of trouble. Talking
Man,
about sucking golf balls.
I've been fucking about a good 45 years. What different pussy is gonna make me whoo-hoo?
No, but what I'm
There
saying
is
is
none. I think I've
the
experienced.
judge doesn't see age; they just see respect and
Yeah, well,
mental
I'm like
abuse
this here.
and
I've been
stuff like
fucking
that.
for 45
I don't
years,
know.
and
I
I
don't
done
know what
fucked
court.
all over the
I don't
world.
know what last courtroom you've been
And
in, but in America, they don't give a fuck about how
well,
old you
that's
are.
in America. But
You are
I
going
done
to
fucked all
jail.
over the world.
I
Lovely
know,
life.
but I
Got
don't think
celebrity
that would be
motherfuckers. Them
uh
damn, them damn what they call themselves, the African motherfuckers that's in England,
Big Pressure is
Afro,
crazy.
whatever the
Big
fuck they
Pressure, you
are.
hella funny.
Ain't nothing like finding your soulmate though, old school man. All that pussy
I
get
already
old,
found
man.
my soulmate. She already died. That's over with. She's gone.
Y'all got quiet as hell when he said that too.
She's gone. And Paige knows
Yeah,
exactly who she is and what happened behind all that.
Mm-hmm.
It will never be another.
I think it would though,
I'm
man.
just
I just
glad.
think you gotta.
This the
I
thing with
think you
me.
gotta.
I'm glad that I got a chance to have that. Because many people go their whole life and never have that.
Uh-huh.
So for the time that we had together, I appreciate that time. At least I had it. So I won't die without ever having it. Because I'm going to tell you,
So
that
what?
woman, boy, I'd be mad than a motherfucker. She better, Leonard, got this motherfucker. I'm going to shoot this bitch in the head, Leonard. Leonard, what? I get loud shit. What? And she'd be like, babe, it's not that serious.
So do you think? Do you
But
think you
see
was the cause
you,
of your divorces?
what the, cause I said, see, when you, cause the motherfuckers, yeah, babe, what? It ain't that serious. Hell, why you always, I be crying and shit. She had me. That was my soulmate. She
Hey,
made me
Right.
old
cry
school
because I'm
man.
being
Do,
stupid.
do you think you was the cause of your divorces?
No.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. How many was it? Was it three up? Was it three?
Then my husband looked at you like, what the fuck?
Not all of them.
Okay.
God damn. Hey, 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 what'd you say? Man
Not
said,
all
God
of them.
damn.
Now that
Cause
last one, that wasn't on me.
I tell my old dude this same thing because he you remind me of him. You know, so I tell him, man, it's lonely at
That's a
the top,
horrible
man.
thing.
It's lonely at the top, man. You know what I'm saying? Once you done with all your planning and shit, you know it gets lonely, man.
No, it ain't,
About
bro. As long as
65,
I smell
70,
good and I leave
75.
out this motherfucking crib, it's pussy waiting on me.
Right. I understand that, but
Trust
I'm
me.
saying
Trust
when you
me.
can't move.
Shit. Can't move. As long as I can. Man, look, Paige, no. I gave motherfucker the doggone, what we call her, Charlene. I burnt rubber on that motherfucker, and she still came over. I was just in the neighborhood. Okay. Going in that bedroom. Fucked her and dismissed her ass. I don't give a fuck. I take one though.
God damn, Leonard. You ain't
Yeah,
shit.
Shit,
yeah,
dick
he
was
ain't
made
shit.
for
He ain't
pussy.
shit.
That's your mission in life. Dick was made for pussy. Now, if you can find a motherfucker you can doggone coagulate with like blood and y'all become one, it's a beautiful thing. Otherwise, I'm gonna get my nut off. You know, I'm 60
Right,
years
yeah,
old.
facts.
I only got X
You
amount of
you
nuts left.
supposed to.
I'm trying to get
I
all
agree.
these
You
last
supposed to.
nuts off because I don't want to
You supposed
die.
to.
I don't want to die thinking, man, I could have bust that nut. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't want your dick to
Hey,
fall
Paige,
off before you die,
what I
though.
tell old girl? What you think I'm supposed to be nutless? And Paige know this. I told her, girl, I'm supposed to be lay up here be nutless. Are you crazy? Yeah, I was born with nuts, and them nuts need to be cracked and busted. That's what they here for. You think I'm be nutless because you got attitude? Chick. Try that on
Damn.
another person
Damn, you ain't shit, old school.
at all. I pay lawyers. I don't give a fuck. I pull the paperwork out. If I find my little notebook, I pull paperwork, divorce decree, divorce decree, divorce decree. I don't give a fuck. You get ignorant
So
with me.
you
Oh,
don't be do you be feeling bad sometimes if you didn't pay for some head on
no,
some pussy? Like,
no,
man, that shit wasn't even
no,
worth it, man.
no, no.
Cause I know I didn't pay for sub before. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't pay for sub. I was like, man, that shit. I saved my nut before. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't even trick off no more, man. It's just
I'm like Tony Montana.
you know,
That shit is
I
fun.
love my
That
wife
shit was
too much
fun.
now.
That shit was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I like fucking with my son mother. Be like, that band's paid for yet? Want me to pay for it?
damn. Oh, so you a fool, man.
I'll be fucking with her hard. And start frowning and panting and all this other shit. I'm like, see, you stressed out. You need to go in that room, bend on over, and let me doggone blow your back out. Now you'll sleep good tonight, then you can just start being mad at me all over in the morning.
What you taking to blow her back off?
Man,
What you
shit.
taking? You taking some of that honey, some of that raw honey?
Man,
I
shit.
know
I
you take.
pop
You
me a
got some
Viagra
old
and it's
school.
over with.
Yeah, I know it's stuff that you said breaking backs off.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, this one motherfucker want me to hit it from the back. Her knees bad, my knees bad. I said, we're gonna lay sideways. If something happen, you better bust a
Right,
nut
right.
before me, or you gonna be nutless till next week.
Oh man, you don't let her get her nut off first, base?
Shit, I'm selfish as a son of a bitch. You
You
better bust a
selfish this
nut and shut
motherfucker,
the fuck
man.
up.
Hey,
I'm like Bernie Mac. Quit all that hollering, bust a nut so we can go to sleep.
so what if a female did you like that? She got her nut first, and then she just stopped. You know, I know you didn't hear that before, where they like it's over. They can't do it after they got theirs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just get the fuck
okay.
up, turn on the porno, and sit right in front of them, jerking my shit. They'll start over because then they feel demoralized.
Oh,
I'm serious, man. Man, when I
I
was
know,
married,
I know. That's
I
all I'm
mother
laughing.
talking
You
about
a
something. I
motherfucker,
got a
man.
headache. I don't feel like it. Okay. I turn on the doggone porno, be laying there right in the bed with her.
Oh, still is a
What you
motherfucker.
doing that for? You don't want to give me none. You said you got a headache, right? No, well, you know, you could at least try. No means no, right? Okay. Porno movies don't say no. They say go. Then they be feeling all kind of fucked up in the head. I'm like, I give a fuck. Either you gonna fuck me or you're not gonna fuck me.
Man,
Otherwise,
you ain't
I'll
shit,
pop
man.
me a movie in and I'm gonna do what I do because I'm not gonna be nutless.
Oh, still a motherfucker.
I'm not gonna be nutless. I need to bust a nut. I'm gonna bust it by any means necessary. Well, not any means, because I ain't fucking no transformers on no dudes. But you know, by any
Hey,
means,
how you know
heterosexually.
if you just give some head? Hey, you don't know, man. That's all you want is
No,
some
cause
head. That's
man,
it.
no, cause see, Becky be having the business. Now this ain't no dang on sisters. This
Hold
is
on, hold
sisters
on. You
that
said
I've had.
Becky
Hold on, the
with
sisters
the
that I've
good?
had experience with.
I don't believe that.
The sisters that I had experience with, they suck your dick just enough to say that they did it. Be looking up at you.
See
What the
that?
fuck
Yeah,
you looking at me for?
yeah. That's why you feel that way, old school man. Hey, that's why you feel that way, man. Hey, you come to St. Louis and holler at me, man. I'll take you out, show
Man,
you a good time,
look,
man.
bruh,
Show you how it's
bruh.
done
You
out here.
know, I've been all over the world. I was with this doggone what they call it? Afro urine, whatever. So this chick from London and shit. That motherfucker. You want me to put my mouth on it? I'm not gonna put my mouth on it. I'm sitting there like, well, you don't suck dick. We ain't. This is a one and done right here. You don't suck no dick. You want me to put my mouth on you, but you don't get to put your mouth on me. That's like when we was at the barbecue at little red bone in there talking her little whatever. It's like shit. I'm motherfucking. I'm gonna hump and pump and I'm gonna get mine off and so the woman don't matter. I said, well, if you got high credit score, I hit you with them lips. I said, my lips got sound effects. That motherfucker sat up in her chair. I was like,
Damn.
fuck with me if you want to. Fuck with me if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Had your ass sitting like doggone, what's that motherfucker name? Maxwell. Fuck with me if you want to. Sex to me is like a contact sport.
Hey, you might as well. They finna put you in the game though. They finna have this virtual shit. You better how you virtual sex.
Virtual. I want virtual sex. I jack off. That's virtually fucking, ain't it? You ain't
be
fucking.
in the metaverse, man.
Y'all got it out and fuck the meta. Y'all got to look up the word virtual. Virtual mean almost real. The only thing I want almost real. The only thing I want almost real if I don't have no other doggone choice. I got a whole bunch of wings and ribs and links that I barbecued earlier is in the refrigerator. I ain't got no virtual barbecue. I got real barbecue in there. I can get my munch on some red hots. Fuck virtual. Shit. I don't want no virtual money. Give me the real shit.
Sometimes you ain't got a choice, man. It's gonna come a point where you know
I always got
you ain't gonna have a choice, man.
Shit, okay. The only way you ain't got a choice, your ass in prison. Other than that, you got choices like a motherfucker.
When the paper money is gone, when the paper money don't mean nothing.
I ain't talking about paper money, I'm talking about fucking.
Oh yeah, fuck. Even fuck.
Everybody talking about when paper money is gone. That motherfucker ain't went nowhere soon. It ain't going nowhere. That shit is make believe money. All these people need to look up the fiat money system, and then they'll find out what's really going on.
Have you ever seen the movie Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes?
Yes, I did. Set your ass
you know
on fire.
When he got out of ice, Sylvester Stallone, he trying to get him some about old girl. You know, she trying to put on the little head thing.
Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, what did he do? He fucked the shit out of her. What they said, the transference of bodily fluids. Yeah, he fucked the shit out of her. And she German too. She one of them Fraulines. What's that motherfucker name?
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, that's why she got that body she got. That motherfucker's German. I'm like, I fucked the shit out of her. Shit, 5 days.
I don't know. White people don't impress me, man. So
take your ass over to Germany. Take your ass over to Germany. You'd be like, God damn.
I didn't see Russian.
You talking about
females,
the American white woman.
German females. No, I'm talking about. I mean,
say that now.
They over here.
Take your ass over to Germany.
But they still Russian. They still German.
Yeah,
but they
shit
here
don't
though.
Fucking matter. The motherfuckers here are different. These are the different anomalies that ain't shit. Them motherfuckers is all free game.
I don't trust them. So I that only like I'm impressed with my own people. Like
I ain't got to. Shit.
My dick probably wouldn't get hard. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you go further and faster and get more out of life with a German woman than the African one. I tell you that for fact.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that.
How many brothers you know married to an African woman?
Well, fuck an African. I ain't talking about African,
man. No, don't say fucking African. How many brothers do you know that's married to an African woman?
So brothers that's from this country married to an African woman. Oh, it's like it's slim.
How many do you
I don't know. I don't know none personally. I don't know none.
Exactly. Now you ask me how many.
I try to get with an African
from this country that I know are married to doggone women from Germany, Romania, Yugoslavia, and
that's
all
because
that
they want some of that. That's because that's because these hoes want that DNA. You know what I'm saying? They want some of that DNA.
They don't know.
They being heritage. They watch the same point on movies. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
you're talking to a man that traveled the world. You need to do it
I
yourself before
understand that.
you make judgment.
I
Okay?
I understand that. I done been out the country, but it ain't definitely ain't no motherfucking Germany is where I'm trying to go,
Out the
or no
country
Russia.
where?
I done been to Jamaica. I done been
That ain't out
to
the country. That's an island.
where the island. That's all I need to go because I ain't trying to go further.
No, that's some
Not
bullshit
right
right
now.
there. You might as well went to Compton.
Hey, that was it, man. That's all I need to go. I
Yeah,
ain't trying to
that's
go
when
to
black people get me fucked up. Talking about they
I
been
ain't
out
trying
the
to go to
country. You ain't
Amsterdam
been
and
out the
all this
country.
other
You done
shit.
went to Cancun. You done went to
Yeah, I ain't.
doggone the Dominican Republic. You done went to Jamaica. You done went to Barbados. That ain't out the
I'm
country.
not trying. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see no need to go to
Exactly.
these.
And that's just
I don't
what
see no need
defeats
to.
that's what defeats doggone black folk in the United States. They need to get the fuck to a whole other landmass. And then they will
What
see.
is the need to though? Because you go to a whole nother land, it's still it's more
Okay,
racist
man, look,
it's more racist in Germany than it
no,
is
they're
here.
not. No,
Man,
they're
what the
not.
okay, you was on an army
I've been
base
there,
with
done
army
that.
people. They love some black men, army
No,
men.
no, no,
That's
no, no,
that's what
no, no.
you weren't over
Bruh,
there to
bruh,
stay
bruh.
over there.
Stop, bruh. I've been there, done that. My nephew is over in Rotterdam. That's a doggone 50-minute train ride from Amsterdam. He ain't never coming back except to see his mom. He's like, I didn't get what you said, but now that I've been here for 2 years, man, I ain't never coming back. I'm like, I understand you. Do your thing. Hell, if it wasn't for my son, I never would have been back in this motherfucker either. And that's
You
real.
may have you got a better chance of survival right there. That's all I can say because
No
of the
better
gun
chance of
law.
survival.
The
Shit,
gun
we
laws
good
is
wherever
strict.
we at.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
good.
That's about it.
We good wherever we at. We good. The only motherfuckers ain't good that have that defeatist mentality, that victim mentality, and see, white man all on my neck and okay, yeah, white man on your neck. I guess that's the reason. Nephew, I was over there by his yard is all concrete enclosed. He got a pool and jacuzzi, and we was over there kicking it, barbecuing our ass off.
What area he stayed in?
Fayetteville, Georgia. Chilling like a villain. See, this daughter went to get in the pool. I was like, young lady, you old enough to wear you a two-piece swimsuit? I'm 24 years old. Your ass ain't old enough. She's like, clowning.
Right.
Straight clowning, no chasing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, we getting our life on down here. You know, and when my grandkids get here, I sent Paige a picture and I done bought some more shit. We ain't gotta go to no goddamn park for a fireworks show. I got a fireworks show for their ass. You better tell them something, Paige.
You say you got a
Where the hell,
fireworks show.
where the hell Paige done went?
She on mute. She still here. She on mute. She probably talking.
Yeah, shit. Where I come from, you can't even do that shit legally. Down here, I'm gonna go outside and go to the doggone guest parking lot where visitors park at. I'm gonna rope that motherfucker off before shit even go down. Be like, can't nobody park up in here because we finna set this shit off.
What
That's
you
it.
think they
That's
gonna
all.
say when you say you finna set this shit off?
Lick my dick quick and talk to it slick. Shit, I give a fuck. I sent Paige a picture. You tell them about that picture I sent you of what I
Oh,
got for
that
my
shit
grands,
stacked all
Paige.
up to the ceiling and shit, fire hazard ass shit. You ready to take that shit down?
Well, you ain't popping no fireworks in my neighborhood.
Why not?
Man, that shit stacked up to the goddamn ceiling.
They gonna
Everything
call the police so
500
quick on
grams
you.
and below. Because 500 grams and below is legal. Anything over 500 grams ain't legal.
Yeah.
So I got every legal firework there is to have, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the you dig. And when they get down here, we gonna go back so they get their own little choice, little sparklers and they little shit. We
Why
finna get
some people
out in
don't
this motherfucker.
celebrate the 4th of July? Why some people don't celebrate?
I ain't celebrating shit. It's just like that's the time to do that shit. So, you know, I'm like, hey, I had fun with my grands. Finna get down, get down, get
Yeah.
down, get down. Yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing.
People
Shit.
don't celebrate it because during independence, the Black America was still in freaking slavery during
Yeah,
independence.
which makes
So
sense. That makes perfect
independence,
sense.
what we wasn't independent at that time frame.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I could agree with that all day long. Hey, but you got a lot of people. They keep looking so far back that they can't go forward. I'm like,
You got
okay,
you got to look
this is
back.
some
Or
shit.
are we still? We got to look back to move forward. Are we still getting red
Yeah,
lines
looking
from
now, you
properties?
got to look back
Are
to
we
move
still
forward.
getting
But
denied?
goddamn,
We still getting denied loans for our color. We still getting. You better put your hands on the steering wheel when you get pulled over, or you might get shot. Are we still going through first last hired, first fired? We still going through all this same shit that we've been going through years ago. So you talking the way you talking like we're equal right now, like we on an
no.
equal
The thing
playing
is this.
field.
Let me explain something to you. What you need to do is ear hustle. If you ear hustle how white folk do, and you do the same shit the same way they do it, you get what you supposed to get. That's how that works.
Mm.
I mean, I agree with that. I mean, me personally, I'm not the average. I mean, for instance, my family, family business or whatever. But I'm saying the majority of us. I'm not excluded or nothing, but the
Yeah,
majority of us. At the end of
I
the day,
understand
it don't
fully.
matter what you have. You still a black motherfucker, and you better do
Yeah,
things
no
a
matter
certain
what
way.
you have, you black. It don't matter what a Jew got. They still a Jew. The thing is, get comfortable and take care of yours and do what you need to do for yours and stop playing the damn blame game. And that's it. Because all them blame gamers, I'm like, man, that's your issue. Oh, so you don't think you black. I didn't say that. You said that. But you know what? The situation that you fucking
Damn.
in, if you motherfuckers start listening to shit instead of using all these doggone
I mean,
slogans
it's
as
not really a
well, they
blame
did
game,
this, they
though.
did that, they did this,
So,
they did that. Okay. You know what? They did that, and there's
But
reasons
Leonard,
with
you
doing
you
that.
you let
What
me
you
ask
need
you
to do
something.
is
Are you
figure out
comfortable
how they can't do that
to
because
live
you
in a
did
world with
something
them?
else. You did something
so are
else.
you saying? Are you saying that you're against a motherfucker playing victim all the time, but you're not against
Yeah,
those that are mistreated unfairly? Like
man.
it's
Look, I
racism.
know
It's
so many.
racism in the military, right? You know you're supposed to have
Yeah,
that rank,
Paige,
and this little motherfucker come in here, and then you know how it go.
but
And you,
Paige, I know more doggone broke ass, disenfranchised ass white folk than black folk,
mm-hmm.
and that's real.
Hey, but if both
Why?
of y'all go into a job and apply for a job, you got more qualifications. He gonna get that motherfucker before you at the end of
That's
the day.
because that's what you think. As long as you think that, that's gonna be
All
your
right,
reality.
all right, man.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
I I,
There were
I see
people when I went to
reality.
work, when I went to get my job at AT&T. You had all these folk that had college and this, that, and the third, and all that other shit, and we had to go and do the interview. I'm sitting there like, nah, I got military background. I got this, and I went in there, and I'm the one that got hired.
Right, because
And
they see
why
that
did
you
you get
easily brain.
hired?
They see
And
that
why
you
did you
easily
get hired?
brainwashed.
I got hired because I know how to sell myself.
Okay.
If you don't
I'm
know
gonna
how to
say this.
sell yourself, you will not get hired. It's all in the process of. If you go
Okay.
and somebody trying to sell you some doggone CDs, some rap CD, if they don't know how to properly doggone talk to you to encourage you to buy it, you ain't gonna buy it. You need to learn how to sell yourself. That's how that works. Bottom line up front. That's how I roll. And when people master the art of selling themselves, because that's like when my son went to get it, when the job he got right now, he ended up getting hired for $2 an hour more than they were offering. Because he was like, okay, well, all this is good. But
That's because
you
they see a
see,
good slave. When they see a good
no,
slave,
no, no,
you know, you
bruh,
can do shit
don't
like
stay
that.
with that. See, you got the victim mentality.
No,
He
no,
went in there
I'm
and
good.
said,
I'm good. I'm
he,
top dog at my job. I'm over 100K. But what I'm saying is, still, I know I know what it is. I'm at a job where 10 years ago it wasn't no black. I'm in an industry that blacks weren't even in my field at this company. You look at the wall, it's all people on the wall who retired from here, and it wasn't our people. So I
okay,
understand that.
understood. But the thing is this, can I finish?
Yeah, go
He
ahead.
was like, you all, what can you tell me that encourages me to accept this position? And they looked at him like, what? This is my criteria. This is what I'm walking through the door with. You're offering that. You need to renegotiate. And they renegotiated. And he walked through the door, making more than the other applicants and got the job. And they was mad than a motherfucker. And it's like, you need to know how to sell yourself. Don't think just because
I agree with that.
a
I agree with that.
and that's how I teach my
Yeah,
kids.
yeah,
You
I
know,
agree with that. You definitely
you
gotta
sell
sell. You gotta
yourself to them,
know your worth.
and then once they think, yeah, we getting a bargain, then you hit them with the woo bop the bam. You dig? Oh, you're not getting a bargain here. Now we need to discuss wages. Then after that, uh, now I'm at the top tier because see, you walk through the door with that confidence. You are the best candidate on that list. And
I
you
agree.
got
Facts
the
with that.
papers to prove
Yeah,
it. Now,
yeah,
after you walk
I
in
agree.
there like that, then you had that confidence in I could be a very great asset to this company, but you're going to pay me properly for me being an asset opposed to being a liability for working for this company.
I agree. Hey,
That's
can
it.
I
That's
take it a
all.
little far? Let me take it a little farther because we just talking about a job. A job that me and Paige was just talking about this. No matter what job you is, you still close to the bottom because you getting paid wages. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what I'm making, I'm still if I was doing something for myself, I could be more well off because I could determine my own wages. I could advance myself and produce more wages. So I'm gonna say
And
this.
work harder.
Right. Well, I mean, you work hard. You got to work harder at your job and for the same
Well,
fucking wage, or a 10
you think I worked
or
hard in the
50-cent
military?
raise. Or
I didn't work hard. I worked easy.
you work hard, man. Don't you can't fool me with that now.
Okay, you can say what you want. I worked easy.
Man, you worked like a slave in the military, man.
No, I didn't.
A good slave.
Okay, you said it if you want to. If you would have been there, you would have known.
I wasn't there. I
that's
ain't need to.
that's money.
I
That's once you put them
yeah. It.
stripes on your
I agree
uniform,
with
that's
you.
money
Facts.
for
I
nothing.
agree with you. I agree
It's
with you.
once
My
you put
father,
them
he retired.
stripes on your
He retired.
uniform,
He
that's
get a nice
money for
little
nothing.
check. So I agree with you. I ain't knocking that.
That's
I
money for nothing.
definitely, yeah, I definitely agree with you. You know what I'm saying? They set you up, So
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree with you on that.
Because see, that's like my daughter. She could accept her next promotion and stayed in for another 10 years. She's like, I'm tired of this shit. Okay, I'm up. I'm gone. All right, fine. She done. She get her
Right.
pension. She gonna be getting about $5 grand a month.
Right. Right.
40 years old, and she could start a whole new career if she want to, and actually work if she chooses to.
Right.
See,
Yeah.
that's what
It's.
I'm
Don't
saying.
get me wrong. It is beneficial to do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that it ain't, but wealthy people, they ain't even thinking about sending no kids to the military. That why
Well,
the
I
hell they
know
finna
I'm
send?
not wealthy,
You know,
so I gotta
right, right,
fight the
right.
dog
I
and get
know.
them to where they need to be. I'm not
Is
wealthy.
that I agree with you. So that's my mindset as far as, you know, uh going farther than that, because I
My
mean,
cousin is wealthy. His son got set up in some type of doggone urban streetwear shit. He's sitting on $75 million net worth.
doing what?
Urban streetwear.
He's selling urban streetwear. He made it. He made his own brand. It's his own brand.
Yeah.
And you say 75 million.
Talk to him, Paige.
It's called fear of God.
It's called what?
Fear of God.
You
For
talk to
God.
him, Paige. So he know how to
Fear
make it. Look,
of
he look
God.
like
I
this,
have to
huh?
look at that. I mean, that's some big numbers now. Leonard. I ain't
No,
calling you
listen to
out, but
Paige.
those some big numbers now.
I mean, they might got celebrities wearing this shit. If you
Okay,
don't
okay.
know about it, if you don't know about it, you broke as hell anyway. 'Cause,
Yeah, I'm broke. I'm gonna tell
nah,
you that.
nah, nah,
I
nah, nah,
don't.
nah. I didn't know about it.
Right,
No,
right.
I didn't know about it. And then when he was telling me, I looked it up, and man, Stephon Curry got his shirt on. This motherfucker goddamn look like they stole shirts and hung them up, and they sell used shirts and shit for over man $200. A used sweater that is wrinkled, that motherfucker 300. If you want to buy that just brand new, they just start off like at $699. A brand new one, and the pants $399. Your little jogging suit pants, but everybody wearing rapper. A rapper had one on. I saw a rapper in that motherfucker. I said, damn, what he doing? Fear of God, and he talking about sinning. And who else had this done on? It's somebody else. It's a female that had it on. She a big girl. She like a big name in entertainment. I can't think about a lot of celebrities wear his shit, man. Know what I'm saying?
So where's his? He created it, designed it. Well, I ain't gonna say design it because you ain't got to design it, but he run. It's his business, his trademark or whatever.
Yeah, it's a Fortune 500
Yeah, it's
company.
yeah, it's it
Yeah, that
exactly.
ain't no
And that
job. That
motherfucker
ain't no
sitting on
business. This shit is like a corporation. This shit is public. This shit is stock.
Right. That's
exactly. He
right. That's
got
what I'm saying.
stockholders and shit in his shit.
Okay. Okay.
And that motherfucker
Yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah,
he's sitting on 75 million of his own dollars.
yeah.
Okay.
Of his own dollars.
That'll be
But how
the
did that
person I
happen?
like to talk to.
But the thing is, you got to look at, well, how did that happen? Well, his father is a doggone World Series baseball champion. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He wears the
Right.
championship ring as a conversation piece. So you're in the loop of all that money. See?
Right.
And his junior came with what came up with an idea for urban wear, and bam, there it is.
There's still something else to it though. It wasn't just that.
It
I
ain't
mean,
no
it's
nothing
people
else
with
to it.
it's people. You mean to tell me that it's people out here with big money who still fails at that? So I'm saying that it's more. He did. you missing some steps. I'm pretty sure he had way
No,
more. You
I'm
know what
not
I'm saying?
missing
Way
nothing.
more steps.
Why the Kardashians got all kinds of ridiculous money for what? Nothing.
I'm not
Nothing
talking
but
about the
being in
Kardashians.
that money loop. Nothing but being in that money loop. Birds of a feather flock together, and other people want to look prosperous like prosperous people, so they're willing to
Right,
buy.
right. But I'm saying what kept them afloat? What kept them like the what because it's a lot of black clothing line that made it semi big but never really crossed over. You got what
Well, that motherfucker
That's
big,
because
very
they did
big.
not have a
Vocab,
multi-millionaire
John John,
father in that loop.
Fubu. You
They
know,
didn't have capital, baby. They ain't have capital. You see what I'm
so
Right.
what?
saying? They ain't have
So you
capital. And plus Fubu didn't market themselves right. You see what I'm saying? Plus they didn't go public. Fubu was a very independent, not international. You see what I'm saying?
Just like
And
Carl Kanai.
with
but it's
Carl
levels to
Kanai.
it's
Yes, let's
levels
move
to it
on with
though.
Carl Kanai.
How did it's levels to it? You can't just you
Carl
even
Kanai
with
didn't go
money.
public until he sold his soul.
That's
That's when you
exactly what
saw
I'm
his
saying.
ass in Mate and Dillich. Back then it was serious robot. I don't know the shit, but yeah.
So what
Hmm.
I'm saying is it's levels to it. It ain't about
Hmm.
just money. Like you can
Yeah.
have money
It
but still
is
can't cross
about
over.
just no. Hear me out. It is about just money. If you're with the right money people, and the right money people are supporting your child's venture, other people are going to support it too down the road. Say if I was a doggone multimillionaire, Paige is a multimillionaire, and
What's the name? What's the name of this closing line again? I'm just because I'm personal. I
fear,
like to do my research on stuff, and
oh
I
yeah,
get some information.
fear.
FOG, man. Just type in FOG. Fear of God.
F- okay, FOG.
See,
Fear of
because
God.
all of this did sound crazy to Paige at first, but she didn't question it. What she did was she typed it in
Right,
and
right,
pulled
and
it
that's why
up.
I was saying that I
And
wanted to just look
besides
at it.
that, I showed this picture. I was like, yeah, this me and Jerry and his wife, and then my son when he was like half my height,
Yeah,
way back in the day. It's like, oh, okay,
I
yeah,
think he was gonna call him too. Did you call him? I don't know. I think you was finna get ready to call him too. I
yeah. And
think
I
you
was like,
did. I don't know if you did or not because you always
yeah. I was
call the
like,
motherfuckers on the
I'm
show.
like, I ain't finna do all that because I don't even fuck with them like that. These motherfuckers are multimillionaire. I'm not even a thousandaire. So you know
So
what I'm
why you
saying?
won't hang around them? Cause you ain't got a
Shit.
conversational piece. Man, if you don't put that damn army hat, veteran hat on, man, make that your
Oh no,
conversation
I
piece,
was a
man.
conversation piece for them when I was like in Iraq, Afghanistan. Oh, they talked
Mm-hmm.
about, yes, my cousin's fighting the good fight. Yeah. He's over in Iraq right now. Really? You're kidding. Oh no, this is a letter that he wrote. It's handwritten. It's
Mm-hmm.
not typed. And they
What's his
all their
name? What's
friends
your
was like,
cousin name?
oh my God. They, what I'm saying? Because they don't know nothing about that life.
No, they don't. They don't. I know he
See,
a junior. I think he a junior. What's his name?
Is it
Jerry,
Jerry? Jerry Lorenzo?
Jerry
Lorenzo?
Lorenzo
Okay, yeah, that's him. That's him.
Manuel Jr.
Yeah, he a junior. Yeah, he a junior for sure. Yeah. Now, what you reading? Let us know what you reading. Say it.
No, I'm just looking at images right now with the car. I'm just
Oh
looking
man,
at
you
the
don't
clothing
look up the
line.
goddamn news on that man right now.
No, because I'm still driving. I'm trying to park my truck, so
Oh,
I was
okay.
just want.
My
I wanted
bad,
to
my
put it in
Okay.
my
bad.
phone though.
Oh, you driving.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not put. I just stopped in for some fuel, but I'm done working, and I just want to get this name so I could,
No, no,
because
I
I ain't
want you to
never
run
heard of
into
it.
some shit now.
No, come on now, I've been driving too long. I ain't never heard of the name, so I'm looking at it.
I had
I
never
like
heard
to see
of it either,
black
Tribe.
owned
I
business.
promise you. I had never
Yeah.
heard of
Matter
it.
of
I
fact,
found out why I ain't never heard of
let
it.
me do this
I
here.
found
If
out
I
exactly why I ain't never heard of it. As soon as I saw the goddamn price, I like that was shit I was looking over.
Yeah, I ain't got right.
That's why we
Damn.
ain't never heard of it. And then when I
Yeah,
got deeper
right
into
here.
it, man, I saw all them damn celebrities wearing this shit.
That's his
Mostly, I'm
father
gonna
right
tell you,
there.
most of his clientele is NFL and NBA and Major League Baseball.
See,
Major League
yeah,
Baseball for sure, cause
get
they
this
like
right.
to wear
That's
them
it.
pullovers and shit. That's his clientele. And
Hey,
somebody that
downtown.
some entertainers.
I
Hey,
heard of
Frank.
this name before. Essential. I heard of that clothing line. That's a different name from For a Guy, and that's still under his umbrella, I'm sure. Um, but I heard of
But
that
see,
brand.
Paige, you see that picture right there, right?
Yeah.
That's his father. That's me next to him. I'm taller than he is. That little blip or whatever you see down there, that's my son when he was a lowercase G. And that's his wife. Yeah. Yeah, I tell him
So,
like, hey,
what country are they in? Are they still in the states? Is his
yeah.
family, him and his
Yeah, if
family, still in
they
the
ass
states?
ain't if they ain't on vacation, shit.
Yeah, I know they
Yeah.
ain't accessible like that. It's hard to get because you weren't able to get a hold of me like that. So I understand that. Like you ain't gonna just be able to have full access. Like, but no, I'll just they still in the country. Hello, Paige.
Yeah, I don't know where they at. I
Yeah,
think they still
yeah
in the country.
he just got kicked off.
He did.
We yeah I don't see him up there.
He kicked himself off. Yeah, man, that might rich as hell though.
Yeah
Probably.
I ain't never heard of. Hey I
I
went
say
down
I
there. I
had
don't
never heard of him either.
I like to see black owned business. I like to also
Mm.
see what are they doing with it as far as are they for self or they do you got black CEOs or what's what what's more to it because I like to see that shit where it really
Oh,
impressed me where
damn.
I don't
Let
mind
me
putting
hit
no
you.
money into like
Yeah,
fuck let me get one of them for guys shirts shit what I'm saying.
I hit the wrong button.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, I don't make shit up. Be sitting here. A lot of people be on YouTube front, and it's like I don't
No,
make
you put
shit
it on
up.
the glass. You put it on the glass. That's what you call putting it on the glass.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, for sure.
That
I
shit
might
had me.
go
That
for a
shit had me
call with
fucked up.
motherfucker.
Cause he bought this $8.6 million mansion, and I was like, "What the fuck? For fucking real? Okay,
8.6 mil.
yeah, 8.6 mil." I'm like, "Motherfucker!" But I know
Yeah,
I'm not in that doggone circle. See, and I'm not trying to be. And the main
Mhm.
right.
reason for that is, say I get tossed into that circle. I don't know, I didn't come up in that multi-million-dollar lifestyle. So how am I going to manage that? I know how to manage where I'm at. It's like get in where you fit in and do the
Don't say
best
you
you
scared.
can.
Don't say you scared, old school man.
No, I didn't say I'm scared.
That's
I
like
will probably do some
if you win a
Well,
lotto,
hold on,
what
hold
you
on.
gonna
Because
do?
Elon Musk did that shit. He came from a family that had these diamond mines and shit, and he wasn't familiar with the business and lost it all. Then he reinvented himself with Tesla, and now he's on top of the world. But the thing is, he had to have that hard fall to doggone grow to where he's at.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how
Now I
business
had
works.
my
A lot
hard
of business
falls
works like
too,
that.
but I know how to maneuver within where I'm at financially. It's like this. I tell people, it's like, say I was to win a doggone lotto and I hit and I got $1 million cash at my disposal.
Yeah.
I'm not about to go and buy up a whole bunch of shit. I know I could live off $50,000 a year, easy. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take 250,000. I'm gonna put that over here. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
live on. The other 750,000, I'm gonna invest
What you
that in
gonna do with
U.S.
that?
savings bond. And in 5 years, when that 250,000 been used up, now I got 1.5 million. I got $500,000 more than what I
Hold
had
on,
when
hold
I
on. You say
started.
in the savings bond, in how many years?
5.
Nah, you ain't gaining that much interest off of that.
Yes, you are
Nope,
gaining. You're
not that.
not
Not
gaining it.
happening.
See, hold on. Let me explain it to you. U.S. savings bonds, they double in face value for what you put in it every 5 years. But it's a one-time deal. See, if you buy a $100 savings bond right now, you're gonna pay
Hmm.
$50 for that bond. In
Yeah.
5 years, when that bond matures, the government, because you're lending money to the government, they
Yeah.
give you $100 and you cash out.
What happened? You
I'm
bagged
telling
up
you
and
what
put
I
something in
know.
the truck, man?
I'm telling you
No,
what
no,
I
I'm
know, not
backing
what
up.
I heard, because I've done it. Because the first savings bonds I bought, I fucked myself on it because the shit accrued interest. Then I had to pay taxes on the interest, and I straight fucked myself. So I was like, never ever again will I do that. When they
You only
mature, I'm
what
gonna
you
cash them
pulled the
out.
money out.
Exactly. And bought more bonds. But see, once the bond matures, 30 days later, it's interest, and the interest ain't really that much shit on the bond, but the taxes on that interest is gonna dig all up in your ass.
Yeah, that's for pulling it out early, ain't it?
No, that's from if you let it gain interest.
Oh, okay,
You don't
okay.
let it gain interest. You don't do that. It's an even trade. I lent you $50 in 5 years. You're gonna give me 100. Okay, fine, bam, we good. That piece of business is done. See, that's how I would do the shit.
Can you
Cause I
do
already
that in the
told all my
trap?
kids, this is how you do what you do. Don't get crazy with it, cause you'll be like the rest of these lottery winners. That doggone won all that money and went broke in 2 to 3 years,
Why did they go broke?
doing dumb shit. Buy a big ass house, a Lamborghini or some shit, and not realize you do know that you got doggone property taxes that you have to pay and insurance. And then if you get a luxury vehicle like a Lamborghini, you are going to pay insurance insane to cover it because there's only so many companies that cover insurance for vehicles like that. That's like that motherfucker, I can't remember his name. Kind of look like Busta Rhymes. He bought that doggone Bugatti. He had that $1.2 million Bugatti. He drove a half a mile from the car dealership in New York and got to an accident. It's like, hey, what the fuck? It's like they don't replace vehicles like that.
Mm.
They don't even finance those vehicles. You gotta pay them. You gotta pay them out.
Well, I don't
Ain't
know
even they
about
don't
that
even
part.
finance.
I'm not going to speak on what I don't know. But one thing
Yeah,
I
they don't
do know
finance.
is, as of insurance, they are not going to replace it.
Nah.
It ain't
Why
like you
not?
buy a regular old automobile and they got the doggone, what do they call that? Shit. I can't remember the name of the insurance, but you get this insurance and then you get that other policy to go with it to cover up
You
the
talking about the
balance in
gap?
case. Gap
The
insurance.
gap.
There we go. They don't get gap insurance on no shit like that.
They
Only
don't
gap
on
that
those
is
vehicles.
between you
You
and what
gotta
the
pay
fuck
them
you
up.
bought.
They ain't financing them. Now, if you got a exotic car lot, they get them in after they a couple years old. Yeah, that's different. But brand new, they ain't Bugatti. You can't finance a
No,
Bugatti.
even with the old ones. Google up if you want to. who insures old exotic cars? And you know what they
Right, right,
don't tell
yeah.
you when you Google how much the rates are? They don't tell you how
The
much it
premiums.
costs.
I agree.
They don't tell you. You can't get that information. You got to call in.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, I agree. You could be a self-insurer, I'm pretty sure too. Like put so much money
Well, yeah,
down
if you
on it.
got that type of money.
I
But
mean, but
shit,
you got
who
to
want to
so a
doggone?
self-insured is basically you drop because if you buy a Bugatti, you got if you buy a $1.5 million car. I mean,
Hmm.
if you buy a $1.5 million car and you only got 3 million in the bank, you a fool. So I mean,
See, that's what
it,
I'm
it,
talking about. Then you got to consider personal injury to the other people because
right?
they gonna sue
Yeah, yeah.
and they gonna take that out your pocket, not the insurance
I
company. So
I
yeah.
agree.
So I said you won't see me with no shit like that. Mm-mm. Nope. You won't. Mm-mm. Not me.
What would you get? You getting something? Cause I can see you uh living it up.
Man, I'm comfortable with the Mercedes I got now.
Man, stop it, old school. Get the fuck out of here, man. You ain't finna be riding no C class, man.
Man, I'm comfortable with what I got.
Old school. Come on now, man.
Man,
Come
that
on now,
motherfucker,
old
the
school.
turbo in that bitch, that motherfucker damn
Come
near
on,
get away
old
from me.
school.
I don't need nothing faster than that.
So you got a 4-cylinder turbo.
No, I got a 6-cylinder turbo.
Which one is it? It's the C what?
I
C
got the
what? Cause I
350 Sport edition.
350. Hold on. C350 Sport. Is
Hmm.
cause my wife she got a E350 Sport, and
Yeah.
it ain't no
And the one
turbo
that
on
I
hers.
bought, the one that I bought was modified. So it has the E class motor in there with a fucking turbo. I didn't
Right.
know
That's
this
why
shit when I bought it.
I showed them. I don't think it got. You should, and it got a turbo on it. Cause I didn't think
Yeah.
they came with turbos, man.
Shit, the doggone the 4-cylinder come with a turbo.
Right. That's the 4-cylinder. That's why. That's why I said what you got a
Exactly.
four
They got the
cylinder.
six
That's why.
cylinder
That's why I
that they
mentioned four
did.
cylinder though.
That look, this is a modified version from Stuttgart, Germany. That particular vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason mine is different. And that shit
I
had
got
me
you.
mad than a motherfucker when I had to go into the doggone dealer because I wanted to get some shit done. You got to go to the dealership for that. I'm mad than a motherfucker.
Yeah, them turbos is I I wouldn't get nothing with a turbo on it. Cause I mean they fun, but shit until them motherfuckers go out. Better bust out a couple thousand.
Yeah, that motherfucker Danny got away from me once, and I tore up the whole underside of the motherfucker. I didn't know the bitch was all wheel drive. I thought the shit was just front wheel
So
drive.
you so you so
Nope,
you got the four matic then.
man, that
You got the
motherfucker.
C
I don't know
three
what the
fifty
fuck
four
that
matic.
motherfucker is. I don't
Man, you
know
gotta
what it
know your
is, but
business.
whatever it
Your business
is,
it's a four matic. The four matic is the all wheel drive. None of them is
whatever
front
the
wheel
fuck
drive.
that motherfucker is, I wish I would have bought some regular shit. I can
No,
tell
you
you
want the
that.
four wheel. You want your what you got,
No,
man. You want the
no,
all wheel
no,
drive.
no,
Trust me.
no. That motherfucker, no, because
Well, I don't
I'm a
think
low performance.
Atlanta don't get
Look,
bad weather. So
look.
yeah, you right.
I'm a low performance driver. I don't need a high performance vehicle.
It's not the Formatic. All wheel drive is not high performance. All wheel drive
Well,
is
it's too
keeping you
high for
from
my
getting stuck in
driving
the
skill
snow.
level. That's just
Uh
too high
uh
for my
uh.
driving level.
Oh, good, man. I thought you knew the business, man, but you don't know.
No, that motherfucker too fast for me.
I got you.
I don't need shit like nephew got that
Hellcat.
motherfucker. He got he got that motherfucking S600 SUV with all the
Mhm.
cashmere interior on the inside and the blue light that go all the way around all. I'm like, man, fuck that motherfucker truck you got. I ain't trying to fuck with it.
I'm gonna fucking truck.
Straight up. I'm like, nope, you can have that shit. No, but see, This is all touch screen on the motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Well, look at the interior. Rub this up here. That's cashmere. Motherfucker, I had a cashmere coat. That shit go on my body, not in my car. You know what I'm saying? But for them that do the shit, hey, y'all do you
Old
and be
school.
great.
If you had some money, old school, you going to get a Maybach. A Maybach.
Oh
I
no,
already know
and
you
it's not even a
man, old school,
Maybach.
man.
It's a
Maybach,
Maybach.
whatever the fuck. Yeah, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Nephew got one step below the Maybach, and I don't want
The
that.
the step below it is what class? What
He's
class?
got that SUV that looks like a box, and
What
that shit's what a
oh,
S650
it's not an X six
SUV,
fifty. It's the G wagon. The G wagon.
whatever the
The S
fuck that
class.
motherfucker is. I don't want it.
The one was ugly anyway. I ain't gonna lie to you. But they
I ain't even taking
expensive.
pictures of it.
The G wagons, they definitely expensive.
Exactly. All I want to do is look at it and be like, all right, I ain't even taking pictures of that motherfucker.
I got a Chevy.
With that box.
Chevy.
Hey,
Hell no. I ain't got no goddamn box Chevy. Hell no.
that was
You
back
ain't
in the
drinking
day,
no
wasn't
car,
it?
man. I ain't fucking with that shit. That motherfucker
Yeah,
look cute though. I like the little box ass shit.
that was
Cause
back in the day. I know you
I
had
was on a
back in
I
the
was on a live
You
stream
know I
for
had
Page
one.
one time, right?
right.
And I had the cam on, and I'm in the car and I'm driving, and the motherfucker heard the motor and seen them lights going by like this. It's like, oh goddamn. It's like,
Yeah, that motherfucker.
yeah, that shit you driving is different. I'm like, yeah, I know the shit I'm driving is different. I don't know what the fuck they did to that goddamn car. It's just I was the dumb motherfucker that was stupid enough to buy that bitch.
Man, you should buy what
So
you want.
I won't do that shit no more. To tell you that much.
Nothing.
Won't not do
I
that
don't
shit
be, I
again.
don't believe it's a turbo on it. I think they just told you it was a turbo on it. I don't
Okay.
believe it's a turbo on it.
Hey, regardless, to turbo, no turbo, the motherfucker's too fast for me.
They ain't that fast, man.
Mm-hmm. All right. I don't need nothing like that. Because they had a motherfucker that was up at the mall, and this motherfucker, this shit had bi-turbo on the sides of the motherfucker. That shit was a twin turbo. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
I'm like, no. I don't even want to even hear this motherfucker start up. Shit, that YouTube video I posted up with nephew with the Corvette, that new Corvette that them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He stepped on the goddamn accelerator, scared my nieces and shit. I'm like, man, you out here scaring kids to this loud motherfucker. So you want to take it around the block? I'm like, hell no. I sit here and rev the motor. That's all I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna drive this motherfucker. You got me fucked up. So he got that one, and then he got that. What I think is an S650 or 600, some shit like that. That box mobile. I was like, man, fuck all that. Like I said, 'cause
What
we was
brand?
over at
What
this
brand?
crib.
What make?
Shit, I
What
don't know
make?
what the motherfucker is. All I know is the shit look like some shit you drive
Wait,
in Australia while you hunt
I
and
know
Yeah.
you said
squared
the
off
model. You
motherfucker.
said the model though. You said the model S something. I was just saying what
Yeah,
make. Usually we
it's
know
an
the make.
SUV. It's an SUV. Look like a Range Rover or some shit.
Right, Land Rover, something like that.
Land, range, I don't know. The motherfucker
Yeah,
ugly
I
to
got
me.
you. Yeah, they ain't appealing like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it ain't. This shit just expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
Then some broad rode over there and she was in a McLaren. And I'm like, see, I'm not fucking with y'all at
A
all.
McLaren.
McLaren, yeah, she had a McLaren.
Oh, what? What's the proper
McLaren,
name?
McLaren. She got
Those,
the motherfucker. She had a McLaren.
yeah, those like those. What she got? I think they got
Butterfly
like a
doors
six,
and shit. I'm
six,
like, what the
six,
Yeah.
fuck is that? She
six
said
fifty and a
McLaren. I'm
seven
like,
twenty.
okay,
Now them
huh?
motherfuckers fast. They got them. They like the six something six class and the seven class. They fast though. The motherfuckers super fast.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you get
I,
insurance on it.
I don't know, but
Who do
I ain't
you
trying
get
to
in?
fuck with nothing like that.
I mean, regular people insure car. You know, State Farm. It depends on your history. If you got accidents and shit, as soon as you come in with a motherfucker Lamborghini, they gonna look crazy.
Yeah.
That motherfucker $800 too. And I was they gonna give you
Your
they gonna give
sound
you a
going
quote.
out.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
ain't
bad.
doing
Where
none
the
of
fuck
that
is my
shit.
phone? Yeah,
Fuck
it
all that.
ain't but I mean once you get to a certain age though and your driving record is good, um insurance ain't it goes down. Like I'm pretty sure Leonard, you should be paying fucking cheap ass premiums.
Not in Georgia, the way these motherfuckers be crashing.
Straight up.
Shit, if I ain't showing shit right here by the goddamn TV, my damn
Yeah, on
glasses in.
my 2022 BMW
This
X5, I'm paying
motherfucker right here.
$87 a month.
Shit, I wish I was paying $87 a month.
Uh,
This shit here, it says total vehicle premium $1,700. Total vehicle premium $829. Now that's when I was dating old girl. Remember the one I told you I broke up with last year? Paid
Yeah.
every 6 months. My premium was $2,650.04,
Oh.
and that was
20.
for a
It was
Jeep.
how much every
That
six? It was how much?
$2,650.04.
Damn, for 6 months.
Yep, and that was for the Jeep, which was doggone liability insurance only, and my
Man,
vans
hold
was
on. You
full
said this was
coverage.
just so it was two vehicles on there. Okay, I got you. I got
But if it was
you.
just
Damn.
my vehicle alone, okay, premium A, $1,700 every 6 months just for my vehicle.
I don't even pay that a year on a 2022.
I
Damn.
understand that. This is Georgia. They crash and burn down here.
Yeah, and steal cars and shit. Yeah.
These motherfuckers are every kind of fucked up. Name a kind of fucked up.
But it
I'm
ain't
reading
just
this shit
Georgia.
right off the paperwork.
It's your zip code too. It ain't just Georgia because it's
Ain't
good
no, it
parts
ain't
of
got nothing to do with the
Georgia.
zip
It's
code.
your
If I
zip
was in
code. It's the
Savannah,
zip code,
it
man.
don't matter where I'm at. Trust me. I know this. I've been
Man,
in
you
Georgia long enough.
man, old school. This not like I get. I'm not just talking
Look,
about
my
Georgia. Everybody knows
when I
it
was in
goes by zip code.
let me explain something to you. When I was in Savannah and I was driving a 2006 Dodge Stratus, my doggone monthly premiums didn't even touch Chicago. Because when Chicago, I was paying when I was up there, I got caught up in that bullshit, gunplay and acting the goddamn fool. My insurance was $52 a month.
In Chicago.
In Chicago, $52 a month.
Damn.
You
That's
talking
it.
about 600 and $12 for 6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Now, when I was in Savannah, my insurance, and this is just liability, that shit was $1,300 for 6 months. And that's in Savannah, Georgia. And they don't even
on the
do
same vehicle.
emissions tests on the same goddamn vehicle. On the same vehicle. I wish I had the paperwork just to read the shit off right now. But I don't. But if I had it, I would read it off to you right here. Because I don't make shit up. I'm like, $52 a month?
Damn.
Are you sure? Yes, your premium will be $52 a month. I'm like, shit. I could learn to like Illinois.
Why you gotta look
Almost.
like that when you say that?
Because it's almost. I'd rather be down here paying more for car insurance than being up there and end up being a victim of circumstance of a drive-by.
Well, at least you get to live to pay another day.
Exactly. You live to pay another day. Up there is a whole different thing. Now, see, what I'm
Damn.
waiting on is this. Once motherfuckers in them cities like that start wearing body armor and shit, watch they make that shit illegal to wear body armor. Because motherfuckers is buying doggone ballistic vests like you won't believe. The ballistic vest sales in Chicago, New York, and LA are off the chain.
Damn. And it ain't the police buying it.
Exactly. It's civilians buying that shit. See?
Them folks gonna go to war on your ass.
Now, once that shit get recognized, watch they make that shit illegal. In those states, it's illegal to wear a ballistic vest. Motherfucker, a ballistic vest don't shoot shit and don't do shit.
I
But
thought it
you
was
gonna
illegal
tell
in
me that
Illinois
I
to
can't
wear it.
legally wear some shit that's gonna protect my life?
I think it. Don't quote me on it, but I think it's illegal in Illinois already to have on the vest.
It might be. I'm gonna look that up. Let me
Yeah, look
Google
it
that
up.
right quick.
Hey, ask
Let me
them how many
Google that.
states is a ballistic vest illegal in?
Is it illegal to wear a ballistic vest in Illinois? Oh,
According to a safe pack, bulletproof backpack, body armor, bulletproof, in Illinois, any civilian can purchase and use a bulletproof vest, unless that adult has been convicted of a felony. Bulletproof
Okay,
vests and
that's
all
what
other
it is.
body armor can be purchased online or face to face.
oh,
Okay,
okay. So now, if you was convicted of a
it's
felony,
not
you
illegal.
can't wear a
I got
bulletproof vest.
you.
That's who
Okay,
need to be wearing that shit more than anybody else. But if you've been
right.
convicted of a felony and you got on the bulletproof vest, now they gonna hit you, ding you. Man, these motherfuckers, man. I can't fuck with them in them Democrat-run cities.
Damn.
I can't fuck with
Damn.
them.
You can't fuck with them all
City,
too.
cities or states, whatever it is. But see, Georgia's just like Tennessee. You put your shit on your hip and you ride out, and that's it. That's all. You good.
All the way.
Motherfucker start some shit, bust a cap in their ass. Both cheeks.
By the way, we in Republican states. I don't
There you
know,
go.
Georgia a
Pip pip.
Republican state?
Say again?
Is Georgia a Republican state? That's a red?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I can't believe not on my watch said Arizona Democrat now. I said, hell no. I gotta look that shit up.
Well, that's what they saying because of the last election. They saying Georgia turned blue because of the last election. I'm like, look at
No.
everybody in charge of the goings on in your state and see if they Republican or Democrat. And then you will see. See, they judging all that shit on the Trump election. If Trump didn't win a state, they say it's a blue state. No, he just didn't motherfucking win. That's all that is. That don't make it a blue state. But this next election coming up, oh shit, gonna get real different.
Yeah, our senator for the state of Tennessee is blackballed.
Shit is gonna get real different. Motherfuckers gonna be mad than
And
some bitch.
her ass is a Republican all the way.
See,
Yeah,
because
but
they
our
just had
Tennessee
something that
senator.
came on CNN. They did a doggone Gallup poll. Biden is 20 points less than he was with black voters. It was 87, now it's 67% of blacks. I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh,
Man,
ooh.
That's still a high ass number.
Well,
where
shit,
do these numbers come
87%.
from? What news segment? What station had them?
CNN. And you know, CNN gonna back the Democrats all day long. This ain't some shit that was on Fox News. This shit was on CNN.
Okay.
I
Who
was just
tell
like,
the
ooh,
truth? Who tell the truth more, Democrats or Republicans?
neither,
Republican.
neither.
Republicans more blunt with it. Democrats more sneaky with it. They sneaky. You know, they say one thing and it's another. Republicans are more, from what I think, from my age, from what I think, you know.
I hear that, but I'm like this here. This motherfuckers, and they ain't got nobody to run the next go round. Who the fuck the Democrats got to run for president?
They finna get in. Probably Kanye West finna become president.
Thank you. And he doggone on the Republican side, so you can't even count him. The Democrats
Right.
after Jim Crow joined the whole, who they got? No damn body. Their best choice is that doggone L Gibbet, Pete Booty Jab.
Man,
That's their
Nah, it
best
ain't gonna
choice.
be a female. They ain't gonna let a female get in there and run the country. That's
Oh, ain't
one
no
thing about
female. They
white
ain't
people.
gonna let that. No, they ain't gonna let that booty buster get in there.
Who is that?
Pete Booty Jab.
who the hell is that?
Oh, Pete Booty Jab, the one that he won in the Senate election and shit. Him and his husband on
Dang.
stage, he kissed him in the mouth, and this
He
is a
said he
win for the LGBT ABCDEFG. It's like, yeah, all right.
he
They
said
gonna
he kissed
find out
him
how
in the
much
It
they
mouth.
eat
don't even
money.
it don't even matter because black people still gonna majority still gonna vote Democrat. So
Yep, you're exactly
that's
right.
it don't even
No, I
matter.
ain't been seeing no black Democrats in a while.
Shit, you ain't
They
gonna
ain't
see
even
nothing
gotta be
other than
black.
a black Democrat.
They asked to flip Republicans. I'm like, damn, Miss O'Lee, you gonna flip Republicans? I might as well. Should have did it 10 years ago.
Now, what you do got is a situation where a lot of black folk are waking up and they're looking at the
Mhm.
fact that the Democrats ain't done shit meaningful for black America in the last 60 years. You had the
Damn.
Congressional Black Caucus that's been all black, all Democrat for the last 50 years. And nobody can say, well, what has a black Congressional Caucus done for black America in the Senate? They ain't done nothing. And the only time the Democrats do something for black people, if it's advantageous to their narrative, like remember when we was talking about the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill that's been on the table for damn ever? It got passed and didn't nobody even speak on it. They didn't even talk about that. I'm sitting there like, do you know how monumental that is? The Democrats could have ran with that to impress black people. They didn't even say nothing about it. I'm like, they so off base. Don't make no damn sense. What y'all saving it up for? Talking point for the debates, and then the debates last time was a trip because you had Come All Up in Me Harris, VD Queen. She talked wild shit about Biden, and she was the first one to drop out of the doggone primaries. He picked her to be his running mate. I'm like, now if that don't show you these motherfuckers are playing doggone pandering to the black games, and she ain't even black, but she became black when it was convenient. Otherwise, she's like Indian.
Like,
See,
they
Paige and
know how
I
to get
talked
black.
about this in
Yeah,
detail.
Indian.
Yeah, her
Yeah.
mother's from India, her father's from Jamaica. They met back in the day in California. They had her. They ended up divorced. She grew up in Canada,
So they
so
know
she
how
can.
to they know how to get the black votes. You know, like she
I
came out with
know.
the
It's called
wearing the
pandering.
Timberland boots and you know right where they
Pandering.
know exactly what the fuck they doing.
Like when all
But
of
we
them took
still
a
go
knee.
for that shit.
I know all of them took a knee wearing that Kajente cloth. I was like, y'all motherfuckers have lost y'all mind. And that was for a real good photo op. And Nancy Pelosi cripple ass taking a knee. I'm like, who got the bitch up? Who helped her up? And Biden, no stupid ass, shaking hands with motherfuckers that don't even know who the fuck he is because they're
Sleepy.
not there.
Hey,
That motherfucker
man,
went to shake hands with a ghost. It's like,
that shit
huh?
was funny as fuck, man. And this he damn near got Alzheimer's and he's running the country. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like I
See,
did not vote for this man, and me and my wife we had it out because you know she was hardcore Democrat for a bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I'm not finna vote. You know we the thing was my thing was Trump wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? For the people, all of they both sides racist. But at the end of the day, I would used to ask people, what did Trump do that was racist? You know, I'm trying to hear from people. What did he do? What he say or what he do what was racist? And like,
why you
well, man, I
asking
just don't
questions
like
that they can't answer?
him. Yeah,
Why
well, I
you
just don't
asking
like him.
questions they can't answer?
I'm like, dude, you got like you going off of the propaganda of the news media. The news media implanting this in y'all asses, and y'all running with it. Trump racist, racist,
Exactly.
racist. Biden more racist than all of they ass.
Yeah. What he said, shoot,
He wrote up most
black
of the bill
kids,
about the predators. He compared
that was
black
Hillary.
kids
That
to
was Hillary.
roaches. No,
True.
but Biden wrote it up for Hillary though. Why
I
Biden
know,
is
but the
the one
thing
that
is,
wrote it up for
Biden was on the
for
Breakfast
Clinton.
Club. That some bitch said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I'm like, what?
And that exactly. You ain't black if you don't vote. I said that's this some what the fuck is they? Man, I hate coming down this way to the motherfucking hood.
Because I tell them, the party of
Hey,
the
everything get
KKK,
quiet when you pull up around this motherfucker.
yeah, the party of the KKK was the Democrats. The motherfuckers, no, that was the Republicans. How the fuck was that the Republicans when the Republicans are the ones that motherfucker fought in the
And
Civil War against slavery. You
and a
find
lot of
that
people
part.
don't know their history. Like
I know. They don't
slaves,
know any
like
history.
we used to be blacks used to be Republicans. You know what I'm saying? And to the
I
switch
know.
happened. And and the switch was when they came up with the food stamps and was giving away this so-called free money, government assistance,
Hmm.
housing, and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it was
That
like,
goes back
damn,
to
the
LBJ.
Democrats, right, right,
LBJ, the war on poverty. And another way that
right.
black folk got suckered was when JFK got killed. They doggone kept doggone looping that one black woman. Ooh, he was such a good man. He did so much for colored people. Why? You see that black woman? I don't know who the fuck she is in Texas when he got assassinated. But every motherfucking clip they show, they always show her. See?
I don't even know who.
Them motherfuckers want to play dumb and shit. Who assassinated Kennedy? Motherfucker, the mafia. Giancana out of Chicago. He orchestrated that shit. Cause see,
Right,
you in
right.
Chicago you had the outfit. In New York you had the mafia. That's who killed.
Come on,
That
baby.
shit was that shit was table talk when I was a
Mhm.
kid. But these motherfuckers
Right,
with the
right.
Warren Commission and the magic bullet theory and all this old bullshit, they gonna try to make a motherfucker believe one motherfucker from a building shot one bullet and that shit caused 7 doggone wounds to 2 people. Get the fuck out of here. But since the government said it, the vast majority of Americans bought it. See, now that's the good thing about being black, because we know it's some bullshit that's right around the corner. And we be looking for that shit. See, everybody else think they privileged. Oh, this won't happen to me. And then it happened to them and they be fucked up. See, yes, indeed. Like all these motherfuckers be going to all these different countries that are not NATO countries and they end up imprisoned or captured or whatever the fuck. Then they want to complain. I'm American. Not today. Your ass is called kidnapped or incarcerated. Scram.
Incarcerated.
That's just like that WNBA player. She know that they doggone got laws against lesbianism
What's up with
and all gaiety in Russia. But you gonna go to that country anyway with your LBGTQ plus minus to the fifth power, divided times 5. Now your ass is in jail. Oh no, you shouldn't have been over that motherfucker. You fucked around and bought into that American shit. You can go any way you want to on planet Earth, and you good. Nope. And they be believing that
right,
shit. Then when they end up fucked up, oh,
right.
you fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
You
Uh-huh.
fucked out the game. You thinking they gonna doggone negotiate? The only reason they negotiated that Marine that was in Russia, because Russia had a doggone Russian that was doggone locked up. So it was a prisoner swap. So they swapped out the Marine for that Russian. See? Now if they ain't got
Uh-huh.
motherfucking at least 2 or 3 more Russians over here, she can forget about the WNBA.
The WNBA, she can forget about it.
Oh, she done. She gonna be over there for 10 years. Tall ass. If they catch her motherfucking licking or getting licked, she gonna be in more motherfucking years. They gonna tack on her ass. Take it to court again. See, they used to have this commercial they ran back in the day. If you travel out of the United States, when you get busted over there, you are busted. They tried to warn them, but yeah, white folks thinking they all privileged and shit. Then black folk got on that bullshit too. You won't find me going no country that's not a NATO country. I'll be traveling around this and that. No. Then they talking about ASAP Rocky got arrested in the whoop-de-woo. That was a NATO country. That's the reason he's back here. He was in a NATO country.
You say you wouldn't go to a non-NATO country?
Hell no. That's just to kill people.
Well, for one, you think this country cut as much? If you get locked up aboard NATO or not, they ain't coming to help you, man.
No.
These little niggas walking around with
If you get
Dracos.
locked up in a NATO country, you good. You good. If you get locked up in a non-NATO country, that's your ass was supposed, man.
Right.
Bottom line up front. See?
Right.
Because some people don't even know what NATO means.
Right.
That shit starts with N-A, North American. You ain't got to say nothing after that. North American Treaty Organization. Yeah. So as soon as you say North American, oh, that's doggone the United States, Canada, Mexico. That's North America right there. So you good. You'll be back. But take your ass up places not a NATO country.
Over
It's over with.
It's over
with.
It's gone, huh?
Yeah. Be singing on Luther Vandross songs. It's over now.
That's fucked up.
Shit. Up the creek without a paddle, thinking you special. I'm American. Mm-hmm. Well, today your ass is a convict. And that's all it is. So, no, that's not right. It ain't got to be right. That's their rules. Shit. See? It ain't got to be right. It's all about the rules. You follow their rules in their country, or that's your ass. That motherfucker, I'm sitting here like, okay, as much and many times as drugs got planted on people and they ended up going to jail and the dope wasn't theirs, what, you think they won't plant dope on you in Russia? And they ain't even gotta plant it on you. All they gotta do is just say you had it. It's their word, period. Ain't no their word against yours. It's their word, period.
You got your faith
in
in
whole tall, lanky lesbian ass.
No. Hey, let me make this. I'm gonna have to hop off real quick. Let me make this call real quick. If y'all on, I'm gonna hop back on.
Okay, yes, I'm about to jump off now myself. Cause shit, it's inching up on 3 a.m.
Yeah,
I gotta
man,
crash
it's going
out.
on
So
ending, man. I appreciate y'all coming live with me. Appreciate it, y'all.
I hear that.
All right, man. Thanks for keep Queen Live, man. Y'all stay up. Peace.